Let's go.
Are we live?
We are live right now.
You can't do it from that comment thing right there.
I can.
We're
Yeah,
figuring this out.
we're getting it all together. Is the chat there? Okay, cool. I'm sure.
Yeah,
we
right there.
can.
Just click right there.
The little plus?
No, where it says chat ...
Yeah.
And then I think you put the dash, the backslash. Oh wait, hit the plus.
I think it's the plus.
Yeah, it's the plus. We're figuring this out, folks.
Start a
poll. There it is.
There it is. Okay.
All right. You know what? Get on a poll. Start a poll. Take a poll. Whatever you want.
What's up, chat?
Give me the keyboard. I'll do this.
Oh yeah, go for it. All right. You can take the mouse as well.
Take it forever over here.
What's up, chat? What's good? Europa League Final. We're getting started here, getting everything ready. We haven't been live in a little bit, but we're doing our thing. Excited to watch this game. This is arguably one of the biggest games.
What's this one? Here we go. All right. If there's anything misspelled, you already know it was me, baby.
Just not even Manchester United. Just
Nah, we made it.
United.
We're doing this quick, bro.
There's
Thank you, ZFC.
There's like 4,000 Uniteds.
Hey, ZFC says love listening every Monday and Thursday. Thank you. Hey, you know what? We love that you listen.
Exactly. I'm glad I know. Now I know what you're doing every Monday and Thursday.
It's mutual. You feel me?
So I'm in your Google Calendar.
Hey, Zay,
bro.
we're doing it together.
What's up? If anybody's new here, we are the Cooligans. My name is Christian. That's Alexis. We're stand-up comics. We do a show every Monday and Thursday, as Zay mentioned, on Yahoo Sports.
Did you type a comment?
I didn't type anything. What happened? It says
It
the
said-
Cooligans message retracted.
It said first time, long time. I'm assuming that's Carter.
Oh, maybe it's
Does he
Carter,
have
yeah.
access to our account? Log into your own there, buddy.
That's probably what it was. All right. How many people are here so far? 10 people. So hit the like button if you're not. I better see 10 likes on this video already. I only see 2. So don't be shy.
Yeah, dude, don't be shy, bro. Come on, get in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm excited about this game because I'm for the first time in my life I will be rooting for Manchester United.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a little hate watch.
Am I being a hater by not wanting Tottenham to win because I'm an Arsenal fan?
No, that's not. It is
You've
natural.
experienced Arsenal Tottenham disrespect.
Yes.
You went to a match against West Brom for a Carabao Cup, and all people chanted
Everybody.
was, you know, what do you think of shit, Tottenham? What do you think of Tottenham? I probably shouldn't curse, right, in the first few minutes.
I don't know. Who knows?
But you were like, they're not even here.
Yeah, they're not here. There's just, but the hatred is what bonds Arsenal fans
Yes.
together. You know, no matter where you are on earth, you both understand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we don't like Tottenham.
Yeah. But then am I being a by not wanting them to win a trophy? I stand nothing to gain by them winning a trophy or losing a trophy.
Yeah, because
it's just the jokes continue.
The banter continues.
Yeah.
Okay, so that in itself has some value. So you can't poo-poo that at all. What's
Carter, log into your own account, dog. Stop using the Cooligans account to comment on a Cooligans video.
Okay, hit the like button from your personal account.
Jenna Broom put, I'm stuck on my 10th stupid team's call of the day. Is there a worse?
There's no worse app.
Thing to have a group of people speak to each other than Microsoft Teams.
I'd rather go to the town square,
Bro.
to have a meeting.
Send me a Skype link like it's 2008, bro.
Alexis Oliveira said, come on, you Spurs.
We can't have an Alexis in here. There's not that many male Alexises.
I mean, it depends on what continent
Certainly
you're on.
that I've met.
Yeah. There's
a comedian that went by Alex for forever, and suddenly, out of nowhere,
this
kid's going by
this
Alexis.
This is the thing. Alexis brings this up quite often.
It's a little bit messed up.
It's like, hey, yo,
I go do a morning show for 2 years, can't perform as much. You assume I'm out the game.
People are like, they like to lose weight.
Yeah. Paolo Nelson says, "Yeah, we're back." Remember Paolo?
Oh
Nelson?
my God, the gang is back together.
Let us know if these are too loud, if these buttons are too loud, because we haven't done this in a minute.
Yeah. Oh man,
We need Luke Sturgeon.
Well, Jenna's in the Patreon. And she's active in the Discord. So shout out to Jenna.
Hey, if you're on the Patreon, you're getting applause. You know what I mean?
That's right. Patreon.com/soccercooligans if you want to get in on the exclusive content and community.
How about Roy Keane on CBS, bro?
Yeah, this is so we're obviously watching on Paramount Plus, and Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher, Michael Richards, and Anita. What's her? I forgot. Anita Jones. This is an interesting group because Roy Keane being a part of it is like, we know how goofy the Champions League show is, and you don't necessarily think, all right, well, Roy's gonna be.
But these guys all work together on 17 other broadcasts.
It is
it's a bit much, bro.
Exclusivity is a thing that's gone and in the past. Everybody's like, we'll work for any network. Hire us. They're mercenaries.
Yeah. Guess who's delivering my food? A guy named Alpha, and he's on a bicycle. Not real Alpha. It better be a motorcycle.
Does his name start with L?
Imagine it's him, bro.
That'd be sick.
Oh my God. Did you know Daddy Yankee's a preacher now?
A preacher like Mace?
He's a pastor, bro.
Wow. Why does everybody go into
tax evasion? That answered the question.
There it is.
You wanted to know the truth. You got it. Dude, every reggaetonero from back in the day is a pastor now.
Yeah.
A preacher.
All right. All right, we got about 20 minutes to kick off.
Shouts to Guillaume Balaguer, bro, with the official stock trader fit.
Oh, that's right. He has the
Greg
bubble,
Vanny OG.
The bubble vest.
The bubble vest under a blazer. That's the OG Greg Vanny, bro. That's cold weather Vanny.
Why does I guess you would know this because from Morning Footy, but why does Guillaume Balaguer always do hits from the oddest places? He's always either outdoors, in a cafe.
Only when he's on American television. And that's all I'll say there.
It's such a funny.
You don't do that when he's on the Champions League show.
Today, I was watching this morning, and he was literally on a park bench, and he put his, phone, like with a clamp on the bench itself.
Yeah.
So there was a moment he was like moving, and the thing was shaking. The bench was shaking. I'm like, all right, I love that this is a fun and casual loose show.
A good time.
But I mean, maybe
the hosts are wearing hoodies.
Get them a room. Yeah. Get them a space of some kind.
Alexis, what's your favorite cup final fit?
Cup
final. Like what I'm wearing?
What the warm ups?
Yeah, talk to me. Or is it which of the fits from the show we're watching?
Yeah, you got Cardi.
This is our producer, folks. This is why the show is confusing. what he be typing and saying.
Now I see why Carter doesn't want to grab the microphone.
Hey, Michael Raymond is back.
Look at this, the boys are back. Yeah, shout out. If some people don't remember, we used to do the show, our podcast live for like, I don't know, almost a year.
We tried to because we love doing it, and there was such great banter in the chat. But apparently, if you listen to that, it's not as fun.
Yeah, so some people were like, "Hey, this isn't because we're not there watching live. We don't really get the experience of the live experience." So it was a way. There's no way to do both.
There was the compromise was do one or the other.
Yeah,
and we really love having an audio podcast, so we switched out of the live.
Right.
But we miss doing it live. We should bring that back every once in a while. Okay, so Carter has. Now, finally, elaborated a little bit. He said, like, for managers on the sideline, would you have gotten that from the question?
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little. I wasn't even close to that. Okay. That's a great question, though, Carter. If you were a manager and this is a European final, what would you wear?
If it's a European final, I try to think of the manager I would be and how I would dress, and I would lean on. I think I would do suits. I would be that guy
the whole time, or just for the European
whole time.
Final?
Yeah,
you'd be a suit guy,
or at the very least, like maybe not a button-down shirt, maybe like a tee.
Would you go Ruud van Nistelrooy and go? What do you have? A turtleneck under the suit, and everyone's like, he just looks like a manager.
From time to time,
I see you as a turtleneck guy. You got a long neck.
In certain weather, I got a swan-like neck.
Yeah, I got a very short neck. So turtleneck on me, it'd be up to the ears, bro. It'd be hard. It'd be like this. This is how I look in a turtleneck. It's too much.
So
I think I'd be a tracksuit guy.
okay.
How about this? Tracksuit, shirt and tie underneath. You know what I mean? It's a final.
Okay, yeah. Dress,
We gotta be
dress for the
formal.
occasion. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Clean, all white Air Force Ones. Clean.
Hilarious. Juan Vargas said,
Bring-
bring back Colo Blanco. Shout out to Colo Blanco. I wonder how he's doing.
Michael Raymond put, that's exactly how I understood it. We got sarcasm in the chat. It's back, folks.
We're back, baby.
Oh, buddy, this reminded me back in the day. Shouts to Anita, wonderful human being that she is.
Yeah, you've met her. You worked with her or met her in
a couple
person.
times.
Yeah.
Can you like increase the size? The food's here, folks.
Hey. All right. Alexis got his food and he's directing El Alfa to the bathroom.
Not the same image. The guy is not the image.
Whoa, did you get food fished?
Damn. Actually, I ordered catfish. Oh no.
So, what were we saying?
Ooh, throw in the chat what you think I ordered.
Oh, all right. Nico said, "Who do you guys have winning?" Oh, we should. The polls right now is saying Spurs are gonna win,
Which is not who I have winning. I'll tell you that.
but I'm gonna base it off of the press conferences. In the press conferences, Manchester United have looked a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable, joking around. Did you see the bit that Ruben Amorim and Bruno Fernandes had?
No.
The journalist was asking, "Oh, did it seems like it seems like Ruben Amorim is not under as much pressure as Ange Postecoglou or whatever," and so he's asking the question to Ruben Amorim, and Bruno, who's also on the press conference table, says, "What do you mean? He is under the same pressure," and then he start laughing or whatever, and then Ruben Amorim goes like, "This is why he's such a great guy. He's gonna make a great manager one day, but he's not ready yet because he doesn't know how to deal with people." And the room is laughing and joking, and we got bits. We're joking around, and I'm like, "Yo, Manchester United look like they're not afraid to lose."
Maybe this is a way of distracting people from Sir Jim Ratcliffe firing another 350 employees.
Okay, it's gonna be like Hoyland, pick up a broom. You gotta clean the bathrooms. We're running low on staff.
If you don't score goals, you gotta clean the bathroom.
And then Ange Postecoglou's press conference was a little bit more serious, and so with that alone, that's
He's
where
a very stiff guy.
Yeah, so that's why it feels like Manchester United are my favorites here. So people are guessing what you ordered. I don't know what you ordered, but people are saying wings. Somebody said not pizza. Yeah.
I almost ordered wings, but I have a show tonight.
And what
I was really afraid I was going to get stuff on me, or I would just smell like wings. You know, sometimes you can get the smell off your hands.
Sure.
This for us, little vegetable spring rolls.
Okay.
They gave me one napkin in the whole order. That's crazy, is it not?
All right. We're doing it.
I got Penang curry, by the way. Bosco sticks. The hell is a Bosco stick? I've always wanted to watch Alexis eat. All right. Someone told me that I should start an OnlyFans.
The chat is on. Now the chat is there.
Yeah, you didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
Buddy, you set it up.
I did. It wasn't working before. Hopefully you don't hear us.
Are you a Penang curry guy?
I don't know what Penang curry is, but I like curry.
I would assume you didn't know. Have you ever had Masaman curry?
Yes, I love Masaman curry.
So this is like a slightly spicier version. It's from the northern part of Thailand.
There's a
the Penang region or the Penang River. It might be a river.
The river flows with curry.
One napkin is a recession indicator. Buddy, you ain't lying.
There's a type.
Look at the wealth.
I mean, that's a brag.
Damn, bro, I hate the flex.
But we kind of stacked out here in the studio.
If you jelly, bro, shout out, put bum in the chat, dog. If you jelly.
Also, we have if anybody needs requests ISOs. You need to see Alexis directly.
Really want to zoom in on me munching.
Feel free to do that.
Okay.
You know, put it in the chat. Let us know
if you super
what
chat.
you need.
If you super chat,
you get an ISO, bro.
If you super chat, you can pick the ISO you want.
Bro. I'm not gonna show it here yet because you gotta pay. But the foot cam, if you go in the super,
hey, we got toe vision.
Toe vision, though. You ain't getting that in any other watch-alongs, bro.
No. I mean, maybe some of the watch-alongs y'all be getting into.
They're doing watch-alongs on OnlyFans? Yo, bro, why we competing with that?
Oh, let's go. I was thinking of ordering dessert. We call it OnlyFlans. You know what
I mean? Hey.
Yo. Did y'all miss us?
Yo, save it for the Patreon, bro. That stuff is too good.
It's too good, bro.
Oh, man. All right, what? Kick off in 13 minutes. Let's do it.
This is such a dangerous container to open when there's liquid in it.
Yeah,
because a little bit gets trapped in that little gutter.
This is a bold meal to have.
This is crazy.
You could have had something much safer.
You know what? I almost went with.
You did it. This is much more dangerous than wings, I think.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get the flavor on me. That was the whole thing. Is I didn't want to smell like wing sauce, bro. I almost went with General Tso's.
Wow. But
that I figured was just a lot less healthy than this.
The chat is over your food, but well, yeah, that's
bro. It does smell. Jenna, let me tell you something. It smells like when someone goes, "All right, that's the end of the meeting." That's how good it smells.
My goodness.
Do we think I stained my shirt?
This is a common for as long as I've known Alexis. This is just a comical part of his life. A man who loves food and is also a bit of a germaphobe. Also doesn't want to be dirty or in any way. Doesn't want to get dirt on him.
You actually made a really good vision. There's no one that wants to be stained less and get stained more. I was like, you know what? Damn, Christian, dead to rights. Did you know that this is a plate?
I think I saw some video about that. Yeah, it could turn into a plate, right? Yeah.
Do you know what this is called?
I don't know what it's called.
An oyster container.
Not
originally made for Chinese food. Was just really inexpensive. So Chinese food companies, restaurants started using it.
All right. You learn something new every day, folks.
The more you know, bro. All right. I'm now agreeing with you as I'm about to eat this. This was a bold, very possibly stupid move. You know what?
Audio is way too low, some people are saying.
Oh,
all right. We got you.
Go.
We got you. We're raising our volume.
How about that? Is that better? The chat went away.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Boom. All right.
Over under if I stain myself. How many stains I get on this hoodie?
Yeah, this is like we were saying. It is. It's almost not every single meal, but like you are trying to be careful, and it just like literally always happens. So
I almost manifest it.
Yeah. You're so fearful of it that the universe is like, hey,
go to ISO real quick.
Okay. All right. Boom.
Look at this. This is a carrot. Looks like a crooked cut French fry. If you want me to eat vegetables, bro, this is how you do it.
Damn, bro. It's going to be a mukbang. Cooligans.
You just saw me eat a vegetable. Yo, get it off the ISO super chat.
First time in a decade.
No, my body is about to have diarrhea. Get this out of here. Can you put that chat back on?
Yeah. I have to click on OBS each time. I gotta rearrange these screens because I have it backwards.
They're saying still too low. Is that better? I just put it all the way up.
Yeah, still. I mean, we could raise our gain.
Yeah, we could raise the gain. It might be the processing you have on it too.
The noise gate thing, but no. I mean, it's set pretty low.
Why does the chat keep disappearing?
Oh, because when I click off of OBS, it doesn't. It has to be on the top of the screen. So, it'll be back in a second. Give me 1 second.
We should get some predictions in the chat. Oh, almost. Get some predictions in the chat. What do you think the scores are going to be? Because of the way Tottenham play, I have a feeling this isn't going to be a boring game. This is going to be like a 3-2, you know?
Yeah, they're given how both of their Premier League forms have been, there's no way we're not getting a clean sheet by any means. I have a feeling we get a maybe 2-2, go to extra time, and I could see this ending in penalties.
All right, they're saying that people have their volume at 100%. It sounds like 50, so
then we have to raise the gain right here. Yeah, test 1, 2. That should be better.
All right, let us know if this is
how's
better.
that? Yeah, we're not peaking, but we're a little bit louder. Yeah, that should be better.
That should be a lot better. Hopefully, yeah, we're in the yellow.
Freddie, what's good?
Freddie, I like going with the pizza pennant. Thank you, homie.
Let's go.
We got audio sounds better, bro. Thank you.
Man,
all right, we getting there, baby.
All right.
Bro, it's been so long since we've gone live.
I know. It's nice to see all the friends. How are your lives?
What y'all been up to?
Juan Vargas said, let's do a couple rounds of the No Sabo game. Why not?
We got it on deck.
We have it on deck. If anybody, you may have heard on the podcast, but we do the Yo Sabo game, which is to test your Spanish.
Just do it. They'll figure it out.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get any that we've already done before.
I feel like that's common, though.
All right, let's see. Okay.
I feel like Christian Spanish is better than mine.
There's other other cards. We only do the how do you say, a certain word, but there's also there's active ones, performative ones.
Oh, we're not doing that. We ain't doing all that.
And there's also, I think, more complicated ones like phrases and stuff like that. All right, so let's do.
Since we raised the volume, let us know. Is that too loud now?
Right.
I doubt it will be because that stayed the same.
We affected it. Yeah, it should have just only affected our microphones. All right, so let's do a couple of these. We'll each do 3. All right. There you go.
Oh, you took mine out already?
Yeah, I didn't see them though. All right.
All right, everybody loves the audio. The audio's better.
Good. All right. You want to go first or you want me to go first? And feel free to join in, everybody. We won't look at the chat just so people don't help us out, but
well, it's also going to be delayed.
Yeah, but we'll take a second before we give the answer or whatever.
All right, so I'll go first.
Okay.
¿Cómo se dice cabbage?
Cabbage.
I would not have known this.
I think I know it.
Because it's a vegetable.
I do think I know. I'm going to give... Let's give 10 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Repollo.
That is it.
Hey.
Repollo.
I'm a huge fan.
Why is it chicken, bro? That I did not know.
I did. I love repollo. And growing up with every meal, my mom would always have a salad, and it was either lettuce or cabbage or repollo, and with Italian dressing, that was my that was the appetizer essentially for almost every meal that I used to have.
Do you think that's the way I grew up?
I do. Given that was your first vegetable in the decade earlier, I don't think so. No.
When Cubans say somebody put cabbage, cabajo. When people say, Cubans say I'll make you a salad. It's usually lettuce, tomato, and avocado.
Right.
Just pick the avocado off of it and eat it with your rice, and then there's lettuce and stuff sitting there.
Hilarious.
Why are you going up?
Because somebody just asked to raise it just a little bit more.
Okay.
So Steve was asking.
How about now?
We're
clipping a little bit now.
We're getting there, but they should be fine.
You should probably.
All right. Okay.
Just lower the volume a little bit. Yeah,
my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a breeze. ¿Cómo se dice country? One
país.
Yeah. I mean, this is too easy. That was a joke. All right, what's your next one?
So far, we know the Spanish is exactly the same. This one might be a little difficult. ¿Cómo se dice clothes hanger?
Oh, I mean, there's no way I know the proper word.
The word you're probably thinking actually might be the proper word.
Then 1, 2,
I like how you go
3,
up as opposed to down.
4, gancho. Okay, there we go. Yeah. For some reason, it's one of those words I'm like, the people
word I'm using-
people in Spain must use a different word.
Yeah, the king isn't saying what I'm saying.
But it is. It's gancho.
Trujillo didn't call it that.
All right. Your turn. Right?
No,
or
we just did gancho,
I go.
yeah.
All right. I think we had this one already before. Apologies. ¿Cómo se dice mushroom?
Oh, it's either champignon or hongo.
It's champignon. Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Hongo is just fungus.
Yeah, but it's the word fun is in there. So
There you go. All right. Do you know this one? This one is going to be one
Steve
of those.
said, hanger de camisas.
Yeah. Dame un hanger. Hanger is okay.
Sure.
This one I would have gotten wrong because of the way it's done here. ¿Cómo se dice bucket?
Bucket. This I would say.
Daniel said, ¿Cómo se dice man you are basura?
I mean, you kind of got it. Yeah.
I think you said it, buddy.
You nailed it, buddy. We're also weirdly enough, my son is he's 2 years old and he's starting to say some words and he's starting to say some words more than others, but he loves trash cans. So every time we walk by anywhere, he goes basura, 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 and then I always tell him to not go into. He curious. He wants to open garbage cans on the street and stuff like that. And I tell him I go huele mal, like it stinks. And so now he goes. He does the whole thing. He goes, basura, huele mal. Yeah.
And it still tries to go over.
I still does.
I can't think of a worse nightmare of mine than having a child who wants to stick their hand in garbage because I'm the one who has to clean it.
Yeah, but it's not even. He wants to throw stuff away. It's not just that he wants to rummage through it.
Damn, what kind of fun are y'all having in his house?
He just
Oye, ¿cómo se dice bucket?
But I'm gonna say cubo.
It's cubeta.
Cubeta, which
Yeah,
I would say
known that.
cubo. Yeah, because even now when I'm giving my son a bath, I say cubo when I'm referring to a bucket. But cubeta.
Funny,
Okay.
when my wife is giving me a bath, she says basura.
Okay. I mean, it's
Right, we're learning. We're learning about each other.
Michael Raymond said Christian's kid is a raccoon. I don't know what his obsession with garbage is, but the kid
He's got rabies.
he is a fan. I know, we don't need vaccines. He's going to be fine. His antibody going to be strong. Anyway, he's vaccinated, by the way, just in case anybody's weird about that.
Your kid said his first word finally. Can we reveal it on the show?
Yeah, go for it.
He said vaccine. He's RFK Jr.
I said it's RFK Jr. My wife gave birth to a full RFK Jr.
It was married to Cheryl Hines. Kids are crazy. Says Jennifer.
We had this one before. I don't know why this came up again. Should I was gonna say, do you remember? ¿Cómo se dice snail?
Oh,
We had this.
I do.
I don't know. The cards got mixed up. I mean,
Oh.
I think you asked me this.
Yeah.
If I remember.
I can't remember.
Caracol.
Caracol. I do know that.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to Juan.
Yeah, who made that suggestion?
Juan
Thank you very
Vargas.
much.
Thank you so much. Juan's the
Any surprises in the starting 11?
Oh yeah, I didn't even pay attention to Tottenham. This is why you don't come to the Cooligans watch along to really focus
We're not
on
really watching.
focus on anything with the game. But there's no.
Hey, Juan Vargas got Gubeta right.
Not bad. All right. Amad Diallo.
Freddie Alarcon said re-snail. Yeah. Repollo makes no sense for cabbage, bro. Do chickens eat cabbage?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Are you a chicken? You ain't cabbage. I like that your mom made a salad.
She makes salad all the time.
Bro, my grandfather used to make iced tea. Literally would give you diabetes because Cubans love sugar. So first time I had sweet tea, I was like, no, this is familiar. I'm actually not a fan of sweet and iced teas because of that.
most it's not like Dominican food generally is super healthy or whatever.
Well, especially because it's all to go working in a campo. Bro.
Right. But my mom tried her best. My mom was It still is. She's still. It's also kind of fitting that I ended up marrying a nutritionist because my mom is. I wouldn't say health obsessed, but she
more health conscious than your average.
Yeah. So, do you remember Dr. Rico Perez?
Of course.
I don't know if this was everywhere around the country, but it was like a national thing.
Yeah, it's like an East Coast legend.
Yeah, but Dr. Rico Perez is basically a supplement guy, like a doctor that and there's a lot of these people that have the branded sort of supplements, but this was for the Latino community. This was the guy.
He was like half QVC, half a guest on every news and chat show.
Right.
You'd bring him in, and whatever ailment you had, he had a vitamin for it.
So my mom.
It used to be a joke when I was growing up. Like if you farted a lot, it was like, oh yeah, te vamos a mandar a Rico Pérez.
Dude, on the radio, he was always on the radio.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So that's why I remember. I don't know if I've ever seen him. I know his voice. Always heard it on the radio. All right.
The match just started.
I forgot to put the time up and do the whole thing. I was so busy doing all this other stuff.
Can you do it now? Is it possible?
I could kind of figure it out in the background. But yeah, match just kicked off. I'll get the time up or something.
Juan Vargas said, "That's my basura," and it's a crying baby. Yo, let us know if your kids love rummaging through the garbage.
What time is the? We should get like a. I have to find a way to.
Like a little stopwatch or something.
Let me put a clock over here.
Oh yeah, we should have. We keep saying we're gonna buy one.
Yeah,
we should have one that can count down from 90. They haven't even put the time on the.
Yeah,
screen
I don't
yet.
even know. Like the game just started.
Is it being blocked by the top or something?
No, it's not. It's not. It's literally not on there yet. Unless I
wait for a minute.
Right? I'm not crazy. No. Yeah, it's not on there.
No, it is.
Where?
It's up there. Watch. Hit full screen.
Oh, it is. Yeah. And then
Can you hide that?
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was scrolled too far down. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll go in a second.
There we go.
All right, cool. We're good. So
we're at a minute
30.
30.
1:30. I'll try to get the time up on the screen as well.
Until I finish this, Christian's going to be talking more than I am.
All good. All right. Look, what's at stake? A Champions League final spot. A Champions League spot.
That'd be hilarious.
is at stake right now for two teams. What place are they in on the table?
I think they're 13th and 14th, 14th and 15th, something like that.
They're I think it's them. Are they like 15th and 16th?
They both ass. That's the truth.
They're not doing great.
The back of the referee shirt says "Be a referee."
Really?
Yeah. If you watch, if they zoom out on the corner kicker, you'll see it on the back, on the back bottom of his shirt.
16, 17. Manchester United at 16th. Tottenham is 17. So it's clear they basically gave up on the Premier League. They were like, hey, this is...
I gave up. I think they were trying.
They're like, we're not going to get relegated. Let's not really worry about it. Champions League is on the line if we get through Europa. So that was the tournament they both seemed to prioritize.
Andrews lost weight.
All right.
Homie stress, bro.
The stress, bro, got to him. Somebody asked, where's this at? This is in Bilbao.
In Bilbao, Spain.
Yeah. Whoa, damn. What, he just crashed over everybody?
Rasmus Højlund is an interesting guy, huh?
It just hasn't worked out, bro. I can't tell if it's him or if it's the players he's playing with.
That's the one thing I'm just like not very good at is figuring out like, could this player be better on another team?
Right.
I see Rasmus Højlund and I think to myself, I don't have a lot of confidence this guy would be better.
But these young players, they go to Manchester United and you see that they want to do more, and I think the reality of the club that they signed for hits them in the face. Oh, it hits them in the face, and they're like, oh, it's not.
You think like the badge is heavy?
I think it's that, but because of all the institutional problems that the club has.
Right.
You know, a 20-year-old, 22-year-old, whatever, they're not going to like really know how to navigate. They just like, I want to do well. But then they realize like, oh, maybe I'm not in the best environment for me to actually thrive.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
Because this is, and we, you know, as we all grow up, you start realizing like, oh, everything looks fancy from the outside, but when you look
Grass is greener.
But when
the pitch is greener.
Once you see, you know, how the sausage is made, you're like, oh, okay, this is not as classy as I thought.
Hitting them with the cliches. Huh? Can you pass me water?
Yep.
Oh my God! All right, Manchester United. Blocking their own shot.
Mason Mount with the clearance on his own player.
Mason Mount trying to get a contract at Tottenham.
I mean, you have to figure that
he fell from grace, though.
But he got his just injuries. I mean, it's one of those things where Chelsea must have been like, damn, they paid us what for him? You know? And then like, wow, all right.
He's your problem, I mean player.
Yeah, because, I mean, the injuries, he just hasn't been able to, not even close to be the same player. It looks like he's now he's looking like the Mason Mount from Chelsea.
He's certainly trying to get back to that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Michael Raymond said, it's embarrassing for Europa League that the 16th and 17th team of the EPL are playing in the final. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but they got so much money, the EPL, bro.
Yeah. But it's like they are 16th and 17th, but the two teams really have never had this bad of a Premier League season.
Right.
Both of them. So
well, Tottenham might have.
17th. This is the worst.
At some point,
their worst record.
United has been like a stalwart at the top.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently, so United hadn't missed.
To answer Bradley Miller right now, says Ruben Amorim as head coach. We'll tell you the time in 3, 2. All right, 6:12, 6:13, 6:14, 6:15, 6:16, 6:17.
Yeah.
Hopefully that helps you sync up.
So yeah. Oh yeah. What was I saying? That Manchester United hadn't missed European competition since 2014. So it's been a while.
The post Sir Alex Ferguson era has been rough.
For real. We got 30 people tuning in. Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out. Looks like Spurs are still winning the poll at 55%. Make sure you vote on that.
We got, just let me see. We got 11 likes, but we got 32 people.
What are you doing?
Hit the like button.
Let YouTube know. Hey, these guys are having a good time here.
What you waiting
like being
for?
A part of it. Rasmus Højlund was trying to show the ref that his foot was kicked, that his shoe was kicked, by removing the shoe and then showing it to him. That's not how that works, bro. You can't be the one to remove it.
Does Højlund? He doesn't use laces. All right, that's how I do it. I prefer laceless boots.
That's why you don't score. You're doing Højlund
I got a couple goals. They made some.
You made it to the final this year.
Yeah, we lost in the final of my Sunday league. It was a bummer. We couldn't repeat as champions. We won last season, but we lost. We were up 2-1 in the second half, and we ended up losing, bro. Difficult. You know.
Not your fault.
Not my fault, bro. I play up top. I wasn't defending. But no. But I prefer, I don't know how, if other people in the chat play and stuff. I prefer laceless boots because they have a tighter like suction at the heel. Like it creates like this little vacuum that keeps your foot like stable inside the boot. And boots with laces don't necessarily have that because you're actually tightening it, so you have more control over it. And to me, it's like more comfortable. And you also don't have to worry about laces.
That's what I love. It's not having to worry about laces.
All right. Good ball. Oh, Richarlison almost got on the end of it. Who cleared that out?
So his son is not starting. Richarlison is, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, kind of both. Who's that? Then who's up? Who's up top? Who's starting? I mean, who's striking? Solanke. I mean, I'd be happy for Richarlison if he got a trophy. I'll be honest. Obviously, former Everton player.
Wow.
I give him that.
The only player I'd really be happy for is Heung-min Son.
Okay. All right, we got a corner. Joey Gusto said, I prefer laceless because I got wide, flat ass feet, and they are more comfortable. All right?
All right, Ronald McDonald foot.
Man. Okay, what's up with this? What's up with this? Just throwing in crosses.
Yeah,
throwing in praise.
Solanke, Richarlison, Pape Sarr, and what you call it, Brendan Johnson.
That's wild.
Heung-min Son on the bench for a final.
It's kind of interesting because he's had an interesting. This feels like the first season where we're actually seeing the drop off in his quality, like he maybe he's
too old.
I don't know if it's age, a little bit of like he doesn't seem like he can keep up with the Premier League anymore. We're not seeing that same explosiveness that he had because he used to beat people with pace. We all remember the goal that he got the Puskas for.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't doing that again. So.
Bro,
Maguire. Oh, what a clear. What a stop. Maguire.
Making it count.
Hey,
oh
okay.
God.
Another one of these.
From the top rope.
Just crashed on top of Richarlison.
Guess how old Heung-min Son is?
Isn't he like 32?
32.
Yeah.
That's a lot older than I thought.
Yeah. Bad clearance from Maguire.
Luis Maradiaga. What a great name, by the way. He said, I'm not the only one that expecting at least one Onana howler in goal today, right?
Oh, no.
That is, I think, probably the asterisk.
Yeah.
I think United is a better team because they play a little bit better defensively. That's where I give them a little bit of the edge. But they have Onana in goal. And at some point, he just walks away from goal.
I don't get, but I have to assume that it's because of the team he plays for. He went to a Champions League final.
He was incredible.
He was incredible. And what... And when, as far as defending, Inter Milan are, historically an incredibly strong defensive team. So I don't think it's him. Oh, come on. What? Oh, my God. Richarlison almost got on the end of that.
United have tried to assist 2 Tottenham goals so far.
But that was on right? Richarlison didn't do anything. Like, the ball just bounced off of him. He didn't do anything with it.
Luis Velasquez said, I'm scared, guys. United, please. Bro, I know that's stress, man.
I get
You're
it.
an Everton fan. You don't, but
I've never.
Imagine you get to a final.
No, I know stress. And it's not about being in finals or not. It's about staying in the Premier League, bro.
It's a different stress.
Okay? You don't know what I've been through. My goodness. All right, another corner.
Because we're at 12:51, 12:52, 12:53. If you know of a goal before us, wait. If you are
don't spoil it in the chat. Don't spoil it. So I gotta find a there has to be a site or like a service to easily show like times from a game or something like that. I don't know. I mean, we're on a Mac, so it's a little bit more difficult, but I have something at home to be able to do it. But there has to be something on Mac. Luis Velasquez said, why was the Quakes Open Cup game last night less sloppy thus far?
Who did they play last night?
Portland. They beat Portland.
How about the Quakes, huh?
That's so
Brooklyn
fun.
Bruce goes out there.
Yeah, they brought some fun back to the Bay Area,
Chicho
man.
Arango, right?
Yeah, Chicho, Joseph Martinez. Oh, no foul.
No,
Wow.
wow. You know when you're playing soccer and you're running up to someone who you know isn't that good, and you know, oh, they're gonna make this one pass, so you kind of pretend you're not gonna cut it off.
Yeah.
But then you do. That's Harry Maguire. Everyone knows the pass he's gonna make. I'm shocked when he does something a little bit more creative.
Good ball. Man, both of these teams. I can see why they're at the bottom of the table, bro.
No. It's like Tottenham don't want to defend, and Manchester United doesn't know how to defend.
If the Europa League Final was one Premier League team and anybody else, the quality would be raised immediately. But now it's like
if it was,
they cancel each other
if
out.
It was United versus Real Betis.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We would clearly see the level. I mean, it says a lot about the Premier League and even the lower league teams, or the lower table teams. You would like if
that's how hard it is to get.
If Brentford was playing in Europa League, and they were playing like a I don't know, a mid-table or like a Betis, like a mid-table, La Liga side. I think they might smack them. That's kind of how it feels sometimes.
I don't know about smack, but
oh,
there's so much money.
Oh. Whoa! Nobody hit that? Incredible.
Was that deflected?
No, it's a goal kick. I mean, look, it was on Ahmad's right foot, so you could understand why he might miss, but he did it, folks. No stains. Yeah, he just blasted it with his right foot. He's not right-footed. I love how Ruben Amorim doesn't react to anything. He's just.
So I coached 7th and 8th grade girls basketball. And I picture myself as someone who was very stoic. Someone filmed me. I'm not stoic. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God. At one point, I took my jacket off. I'm smacking on the ground between my legs. I was an absolute maniac.
Damn, Bobby Knight, bro.
I also forced them to play full court press. 7th and 8th grade girls. We were winning one game like 23-5. Then the umpire, the ref came over and he was like, "Come on, man." All right, Steve says, I got an interesting question for you guys. Would you rather your team win U.S. Open Cup and miss the playoffs, or make the playoffs and know you're going to crash out of the playoffs? So in other words, you can't make MLS Cup, but at least you get into the playoffs. Or would you rather win U.S. Open Cup? I think it's a simple answer.
Open Cup.
Yeah, I want to celebrate a trophy.
Celebrate a trophy, and you get Champions League or Champions Cup. Oh. Tottenham so far better chances, but I love that there's
Tottenham are going to get chances though. Somebody put it in the chat. I forget who it was.
There's basically
most goals scored or whatever, like top of the league in goals scored, but last in goals allowed.
I love how there's basically nobody stopping anything in the midfield for both teams. It's just like everything, all the action's happening on both boxes.
This is volleyball, bro. Jenna Broom says, Alexis, you coach girls basketball? It's a long story. Friend was the coach. As community service, turns out he got his parole officer found him doing dirt again and asked me to take over. So my wife and I actually coached girls 7th and 8th grade basketball.
With your wife?
Well, she helped.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, be around in case the girls have a question or
okay.
something female happens. I don't know how to. You know
the female things.
You know, it's 7th and 8th grade, you know?
There's a lot going on. Hilarious.
I'm like, they're gonna hate me. They actually loved me. It was pretty cool. We won. We won in the second year that I did it.
Amazing. Didn't realize we were. I was co-hosting with such a decorated manager.
I mean, I'm basically Alexis Van Gundy. Man.
Let's go.
Oh, there it is.
Richarlison. Oh, no foul.
Yo, he's letting them play today, man.
My man, he rolled on the ground. He got the limp.
He did all the Argentinian things.
Well, that was that Porro. He's from Spain, right?
See, Jenna Broom put, I'm impressed, Alexis. Middle school girls are crazy. Bruh, I said, Donna, you better get your ass over here. These girls are.
You're going to be my shield.
Yeah, they taking bathroom breaks that are too long. I don't know what's going on in there. I need you here in case they have a question.
It's like, you know how they say on the train in like MTA in New York? The automated voices it's a man and woman's voice, but the woman gives information and the man gives direction. Yeah, and people are like, that's a little sexist, don't you think? Yeah. but it's like there's a societal thing of like that people only want to take direction from men.
I was raised by all women, so I'm just making all women's voices, bro.
I was raised by the streets, bro.
Damn. You graduated magna cum laude from the school Hard Knocks. Yo, that hat is crazy. What was that?
I didn't even see. We're all right. We're at 20 minutes, everybody. 20 and 17, 18, 19, 20, 2020. All right. I'll give updates every like 5 minutes just in case. My goodness. I gotta work on the presentation of the watch alongs.
I agree, dude.
I'll try to figure it out or hire somebody to design some cool stuff, for us. Hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't yet either. Subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be doing. Be on the lookout. We can tease to this, but the Champions League final is obviously on the 31st, and we're not gonna be doing a watch along, but we're gonna be doing a live episode right after the final whistle of the Champions League final, right here on YouTube. So subscribe right now, hit the little bell, and do all that stuff. Luis Velasquez says, just watch Gavincho, he'll teach you. You're not wrong.
Let's just hire him to do it.
Yeah, I might just have to ask him to do it, because his live streams are great. He's a great video editor, and does a bunch of great work, man. So we're big Gavincho fans here. Okay, Mason. I don't understand this thing footballers do of just like, you clearly fouled them and you're screaming at the ref like if it's such a ridiculous thing that he called the foul.
Yeah, but this is how you. You're
literally fighting.
This is how you win over.
You're pushing and fighting and all that. And Brendan Johnson is like, oh, I didn't foul him. How about your boy?
Yeah.
3 seconds ago.
One of y'all got to pay for this, bro.
That was just, pulling his shirt off, bro.
How's Luke Shaw still on this team, bro?
Luke Shaw's hair looks amazing.
He does got a great haircut.
He got the one little strand of hair on his forehead.
He looks like dude from Street Fighter a little bit. That's
Guile? Like Guile, yeah.
Yeah, it's the shape of his haircut.
Oh, Diallo. Who's going to score first? This feels like a Manchester United are going to score first, even though Tottenham have had the more dangerous chances. But look, Tottenham are missing several players.
I was trying to call Good Vibes John. Where do you think his head is lying right now?
You called him, or
I tried. He didn't pick up.
There's no way. I'm sure he's streaming.
I don't have his number. I tried to call him on Instagram.
Oh, I have his number.
Oh.
I'll send it to you. Let's see if he answers. That'll be funny.
He won't know who I am.
I mean, text him first or something. I don't know.
Jenna Broom said, it's never your own team's fault. Never, dude. The guy's bleeding. You're like, yo, he came to the game like that, bro. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. You mind if I remove my shoe from his leg real quick?
Or you can call him from my phone if you want.
Or yeah, just call him.
Okay. See if he answers.
FaceTime him, though.
Oh, FaceTime? All right. on. Let's see if he picks up.
Is he streaming right now?
He must be.
He has to be.
Or maybe he's at work or something.
I think he still has a real job.
He might be too nervous. I think he does still have a job, yeah.
You think he shut his phone off? Because he's like, I don't want... All right. Hey!
What? Whoa! Yo, look, where's he at? Where are you at?
Yo, where you at?
West Saturdays football. We're doing a live on Saturdays.
Yo, would you rather him and Son win a trophy or United?
So the question is, will we rather see Sonny win the trophy? United. Yeah, no, I can't. Come on.
I asked you, the Korean guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. Say hi to the chat. Hey.
All right, have fun, baby.
Amazing. Shout out to Good Vibes John.
They'd rather United.
Well, he would rather United.
Well, so did they. Well, they all agreed, but they're also at a United watch party. So I have a feeling he couldn't be like, I kind of want him and Son. But I'd feel some type of way. If a Cuban had a chance to win a trophy, I'd be like, if there was a Cuban on Tottenham, would I want him to win?
Wow, what a dilemma.
Oh man. If there was an American on Tottenham, would that be the first American to win Europa?
I mean, did Dempsey ever play in like European competitions with Tottenham?
Don't think so. Freddie Alacombo, I legit just waved. Yeah, man. Sometimes you forget. You know what I mean? You forget that you're not actually there.
We should. Why can't we have cameras on everybody during the live stream?
Jenna
you know?
says, "Is it terrible that I don't care who wins this?" I mean, kind of. It's a trophy. This reminds me a lot of when Christian and I got hired to host a massive beer garden watch along. I'm talking like 350, maybe even more. Maybe 500 people there. This is massive beer garden in Queens. We got hired for the Champions League final, which was Tottenham versus Liverpool. I'm an Arsenal fan. I didn't want Tottenham to win. You being an Everton fan didn't want Liverpool to win. Mm-hmm. So one of us was going to be really upset at the end of this. And I think we handled that pressure by roasting everybody.
Yeah. I mean, this is somebody in the chat, I forgot who's called it a mid-off. And that's
real facts.
And that's
You're not eating these. I'll eat them.
No, I'm not eating
you should try it. It's actually really good.
I had one. It was good. But yeah, that's kind of what this feels like. And Europa League is, the nature of the competition is a, second, not even second best. It is, this is why I don't understand why Conference League exists.
Look at what that meant to West Ham fans.
I mean, I know what it means, but it's still, again, this excitement for the neutral. Like,
what does it say? You saw it? It said be a referee with an exclamation point.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, we had 2 referees on our show. But there's a shortage of referees, everybody, just in case you don't know. So if you're interested, look it up.
Yeah, but putting it on the back, on the small of your back, look at it.
Yeah, it says be a referee.
This is kind of crazy. This is like when you see a truck and it says like drivers needed, or like on a bus, on a New York City bus.
The refs. Oh wow. The refs should do a, on the back of the shirt says, "How's my reffing?" I have a phone number.
Call 1-800.
Let me know what you think.
Did I cut you off? Did I card you for no reason? Definitely feels like a mid-off. I agree. If I had to pick, I want Spurs to win because the United people seem to kind of suck.
Yeah,
I mean, both fans kind of suck.
I mean, it's hard to say. I don't think
I'm willing to admit that this would mean so much more to a Tottenham fan.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But here's the problem, right? So I have friends that are Tottenham fans. Our producer Carter's a Tottenham fan. I would be happy for those people if they got to celebrate. But that means I'm going to hear, we were a European champion before you. They're going to now, because they're not going to handle it with class. Oh.
Hey, we got stains.
Oh, no.
What did we say?
Oh.
Alexis got stains on his shirt.
I'll be right back. God damn it.
I told ya. Without fail.
I'm taking these. Damn it.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right. Luis got... Did I miss a call? Please let me know how I'm doing. That's right, Luis. Hilarious. Jenna said, people meaning owners and folks running the show, not the fans. My bad. I get it. Who was it? Steve says the only reason for these tournaments is money, which that makes total sense. I get that. I guess the aspect is like Alexis just made the point about West Ham and how excited they were about winning that. But then it's like, should we be like, yo, chill, stop celebrating so hard, West Ham. This is like this is a third-rate European tournament. How excited should we really be? Like, should we even do that? That's kind of the question I'm asking. So I don't know. Luis Maradiaga, which is, again, great name. Amad Diallo looks like United's best player so far. I agree. And I think if Amad Diallo didn't get injured, earlier this season, I think Manchester United would be doing better or would be further up the table. Because he had that stretch before he got hurt that he was the best player. You good?
I mean, I guess. All right.
What was the food? It was from that. You see?
Too much sauce, bro. Too much sauce.
That's what they say about you.
Damn. They mean I'm eating too much sauce.
Oh, Amad Diallo, my man got
injured?
No, he just doesn't have a right foot. I mean, not that he doesn't at all, but I always bring this up.
Hand me that hand sanitizer, you mind? Yeah, we're doing a watch along. You'll walk away from the stream for a second. I'll be here talking. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to clean a table, but.
We have cleaner if you need.
But this was easier.
All right. Wait, what are West Ham celebrating? Did they make Champions League? Yeah, I mean that's I was just mentioning like it meant a lot to West Ham fans, but should other fans not be as impressed with winning Conference League because of the nature of the tournament? I mean, they did it, and they.
What's a bigger trophy, Carabao Cup or Conference? It's Conference.
The Conference is bigger, yeah. I mean,
so then if you're celebrating Carabao Cup, if Klopp is crying over Carabao Cup, then you're allowed to be happy you won Conference League.
Yeah, what? No, that I get. No, you win any trophy, you can be happy. But can it be banter? That they are not impressed that you won it. Like, is that because you can't say that about Champions League?
Only if they won the other two.
Okay.
You had to have won something.
Ooh, he took a knock in the thigh. That's gonna hurt, dog. Bang!
Slow motion.
I got a Charlie horse.
Yo, a Carlos Caballo. The I'm not going bald, you're going bald, Mesraoui thing.
You just got it.
The LeBron, you know what I mean? Like,
it looks like pasted on or
it's
whatever.
Too much, bro.
It's on there, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's doing like the Gen Z haircut.
But he went to Turkey, I believe.
I mean, if he did, they should have filled in the sides a little bit.
I think I could be wrong.
Did he get a discount?
I saw some Twitter thread with like all the players that have gone to Turkey and done the whole thing. Yeah.
I have to check myself every time. Like
Steve said, they're both trash, though. I'd rather make Champions League than win Carabao or Conference. That's interesting. Make Champions League over.
Well, you get so much more money for making Champions League, so the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I'd rather my club do that because then maybe you could buy better players.
Yeah.
Or certainly you have more revenue that allows you to spend more money on players. But to lift a trophy. Not every team in the world gets to lift.
Oh,
okay.
great advantage played. That should be a yellow on Ahmad after this. Oh,
Bro,
wow.
He rode him like a backpack, bro. You know we're getting a Lidl in Brooklyn.
Richarlison saying, "Mom, it was him. He did it."
It looked like we were pumped, but it was them.
No, Ahmad, he should get a yellow. I'd be surprised.
In 4K,
holding the shirt, promising attack. Yeah, we go. Okay. Be a referee. We can look at that. We can be referees.
Did that guy show up with face paint? Sir, you are 65 years old.
Ooh, that looked like almost a foul on Richarlison. Not
a foul on Richarlison. That was very clearly a foul on Mazraoui. That's hilarious. That was weak.
Oh, is that Tell? Mateus Tell? To put the finger in the face of Bruno, bro. You gotta have some confidence, dog.
You and them buck teeth about to get smacked up.
I mean, chill, bro.
Freddie Alcon said, "We are hiring. Be a referee." I will say, as a fan, if I'm a perpetual Champions League competitor and I happen to be in Europa, I want to win Europa.
Yeah, I get that.
Over getting back into Champions League. Let me get it, because at least you still get back in Champions League anyway.
No foul there? All right. Who's this ref, by the way?
Bro, the grass in the midfield's not even been touched. This is final third versus final third. Bro, I almost drank this. I gotta move this.
Who's this ref today?
All right, Youssef said, shouts to Youssef Ricard, by the way. He said with the Prem table payouts, would a team like West Ham sacrifice the Conference League for a potential higher position in the table if it meant making more money? I feel like unless you're in real financial trouble, it's hard to sell that to your fan base. Like when Everton was having the problem with the owners, you could be like, all right, guys, I know we can make it. We can make it into these positions, but if you, I guess the higher up you go.
Oh, wow. That Euro is crazy that he kept that ball.
How far down the ladder does it go that young kids aren't refs anymore because of crazy soccer parents?
It looked like Euro was trying to nutmeg Sar or whoever that was.
It was like,
what is he doing?
I'm better than Hoyland, he was saying. Youth sports are crazy. I think there's a big problem with parents going after but isn't there now where like parents can't make sound a lot of the games? You can only clap?
Right. That's been like a rule that's been put in place in a lot of like youth sports. Some don't like follow the rule, but I know that in the first time I really heard about that was when the French academies for French football, they said that they instituted a rule that parents couldn't make any noises at all while watching their kids play in the academy games.
You can only wave a baguette. Oh, look how angry he is.
That's how you express emotion. But that allows the kids to be more expressive and creative and stuff like that without worrying about their parents being mad at them or whatever. So, and I think a lot of other countries have kind of adopted that.
Yo, people, Luis Vasquez said, aura farming in the final is nuts. Euro, I think he's trying to say Euro relax.
Yeah, because I don't know what he took like 3 dribbles while seeing the
He saw the 120 frames per second highlight.
He saw the player coming at him and was like, nah, I got this. I ain't worried.
He saw the, he heard the song. He knew it was gonna be a drill song. Like what is that?
He's
came in the spot with the Bobbies and the fellas.
He's expecting a fire TikTok edit.
Yeah, he's like, bro, I hired that guy for a reason. I gotta give him some.
All right, we're at 39 minutes, everybody.
Daniel said, I feel like if Bruno Fernandes stopped complaining, the world would stop spinning. He's like one of those. He reminds me, for a European player, he has that South American flair to him of like, I need to win the game inside the game.
Right.
You know? If that would have gone in.
What happened to him?
I think his foot got kicked when he was
He get kicked, or I think he kicked into one of the defenders.
Yeah. While he was doing that terrible shot.
I mean, they can't lose Diallo, bro. They're done if they.
Jay Ramos said, anyone else bet both teams to score? Need some goals. Yeah, you do. I mean, that would have been, I would have assumed, I said 3-2 was my prediction, 3-2 United. I just assume both teams are really going to ratchet it up. But it's like it's a game that's being played in the final third, but oddly enough, it's like very tense in the final third.
Yeah. But this is, I think Diallo's doing too much. There's not enough build-up in the midfield.
I think no one's trying to activate the forward centrally.
Yeah.
It also seems like
Bruno?
United's very afraid of a counter.
Yeah. Where's Bruno? Where's Mason Mount? Where's just like maintaining possession for a little bit? No team has just held on to the ball for a few minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, look at this. The midfield is just gigantic gaps.
Yeah, man. It's like prom night. Oh, you said gap. Never mind.
Poor giveaway.
Who's most likely to score? It feels like maybe Heung-min Son comes in the second half, or it feels like Richarlison with a wild header.
Oh, goal!
There it is.
Brennan Johnson
with a terrible knee slide.
But also
Great recovery,
a
though.
messy goal. And I ain't talking about the Argentinian, bro. Just a scrappy, messy goal.
All right, some of these Tottenham fans are celebrating like they won. God in my, you know your history.
What happened here? I got to see this replay. Brennan Johnson, this is how
He looks 12 years old.
You know how locked in he was? He didn't even get a haircut for this game. He was like, bro,
He didn't even wash it, bro.
Oh, got cut behind. Who was that?
Was that Onana?
No, that wasn't Maguire. Who was that?
Was that
Luke
Onana?
Shaw.
Oh, no, because it was bouncing around.
Oh, it just bounced.
That might be an own goal, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, hit off Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw!
Luke.
You Harry Maguire!
Terrible. But, I mean, this is comical because...
What was Brennan Johnson trying to do?
I mean, he was just trying to get a foot on it, but he missed it.
He was back healing.
But he missed it, right?
He was trying to hit it towards the top of the box.
We got it. This is, I mean, speaking of like the middest of mid goals, this one.
Oh, if this is the winner? Oh.
Oh, that was something else.
Yeah, that's got to be a foul.
Is that a yellow for Richarlison? No.
Damn, Mazarawi getting smacked around, bro.
Man, that was... Yeah, he's clipped him.
Lewis said, that goal just embodies everything about this matchup. I mean, you ain't lying.
But it's also
do it on the right kind of Dominican, no?
Garnacho not starting. Is it because of the short week? Did Garnacho start?
I don't know.
On the weekend? All right. I mean, United has to score. That can't be.
This second half is going to be crazy.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it can't just sit like this.
can't. Did Brennan Johnson get a touch on the ball? He did,
He
right?
did. He's the one who backheeled it into Luke Shaw's shoulder.
So what?
Steve put kind of fire goal, honestly. Stop it. Backheel the wrong way to a handball. Own goal. That is kind of. Hey, Cavicho's in the chat.
Hey, we were just talking about you. Oh, Bruno. What a stop. Who was that? Van de Ven that stopped that? Wow. Oh, my goodness. What is this game, bro? Did you lower the volume?
No.
Why is the volume lower?
Did you lower it?
No, I didn't. I think something happened with the broadcast itself, but all right. Oh no, wrong thing.
Well, that's what we look like.
Kevin, we were just talking about you because we don't have any of the graphics and the time and everything. And
we need you, bro.
Need you.
we need your interior design work.
we need to clean up this stream. We need to jazz it up. We need to do some stuff, bro. Yeah, I'll hit you up about that. My goodness.
What a game.
That was a Conference League goal. That wasn't a Europa League goal.
This is very boring. This is a very boring
No,
game.
it's not boring.
It's boring.
What? He tried to like backheel it.
He going the wrong way. Look.
Oh no, he just missed it. He just missed it.
This was whack as hell. That is so whack, yo.
Why does it look like they're playing at Old Trafford?
Because it's red at San Mamés.
One whole side, yeah. I mean, one whole side is red and one whole side is white.
Damn, yo, did I show the whole chat my ass just now?
Okay, so people pay for him.
Damn. Louis said, it's funny with every replay. It's whack as hell. I go.
Well, don't worry. We're going to have Harry Maguire playing the number 9.
I bet you Harry Maguire scores the winner, dog. How much?
But look at where Harry Maguire is right now.
Should I put
He's out wide.
on that?
He's out wide.
Should I put $3 on that?
Put $3 on what?
Harry Maguire scoring the game winner?
Probably not, but whatever. Kevin just said, Onana is my height, I swear. How tall is Andre Onana?
Ooh, that's a great question.
One of my favorite. You ever seen the clip of Onana from Amadou Onana from Aston Villa?
It's not Andre's not even my name, bro.
My name, mate. I love he just turned on the British accent.
Guess how tall he is.
He has to be at least. I'm gonna guess 6'2".
Ooh.
Is he shorter? Oh, he's taller.
Mm-hmm.
6'3" then. Yeah.
Hey.
I get because compared to other goalkeepers, because we're kind of used to the Allisons and the Thibaut Courtois.
He's also built like somebody who looks shorter because of his build.
Yeah. All right, that's halftime. 1-0.
That's halftime?
Yeah, 1-0.
Oh, that was terrible, bro.
I know. Producer Carter, you still in the chat?
Look to see if not Alexis is in the chat. He's signed into all of our accounts at this point.
I know producer Carter is probably really nervous and excited. Let's mute that. Anyway, but yeah. Oh well, look, Tottenham. They're doing it.
Who's eating burritos at home?
Like making burritos at home?
Yeah, look at this. They got a fruit salad.
We're watching commercials that everybody's probably not getting the same commercials.
No, they're probably not getting the same burrito. This looks like it might be a breakfast burrito. They're eating breakfast burritos outside because orange juice in a burrito. You about to your pants, bro.
All right.
Have you seen this foot-long Doritos nachos?
I have not seen this.
Do you know who came up with this idea?
This is also a watch along for the commercials that we're seeing on Paramount Plus.
Do you know who came up with this idea?
What idea?
There's a comedian named Benny who used to get very high all the time.
Okay.
And they invited him to a bunch of weed smokers to a marketing, just like a market research group, whatever they're called. What's that called when you get a group together?
Focus group?
Focus group.
Yes.
And he came up with Doritos nachos. And I think they were trying to decide whether they would sell that to Taco Bell or to Subway.
Oh,
So
wow.
He's just such a pothead. He was like, you know what I would want? And here we are.
Oh, everybody else also got the Geico commercial. Okay. Cool.
Yo, let us know in the chat if you've ever had a burrito and orange juice at the same time. That seems like
That's a bold. You're a brave person.
That's risk.
28 years. Now we're looking at the 28 years later commercial.
It's like the Super Bowl.
Did you see 28 Days Later?
Of course not. No.
Oh, you don't like scary movies, right?
I don't mind it. I don't watch those movies
28
often.
Days Later is one of my favorite. I'm not into zombie movies that much, but that's a very, very good movie.
Why watching golf right now? Oh, it's okay.
All right. So halftime. Should we do anything for halftime? More Yo Sabo? Should we do anything? Yeah, put it in the chat. Hit the subscribe if you haven't yet.
You know what? I wish we had a little piece of chocolate.
I got some more snacks. You want to?
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Bring the box. I'll get the box.
All right. Look at this. It's not the same graham crackers and stuff, is it?
They're in there. So.
We try to keep some snacks in the studio. We always say it's for our guests, and then we eat it all. But I don't know. Let us know if you're like this. This isn't SpawnCon, bro. Look at this. Animal crackers, graham crackers just get stuck in your teeth.
Daniel Nazario said, I only get ED commercials. They probably do that just for Spurs fans. Hilarious.
All right, we got mini Oreos.
I got to, this is not related to.
And then I think also Chips Ahoy in here somewhere.
This is not related to, what you call it. To what we're to the Europa League final. But I'm gonna pull up this tweet because this is truly one of the funniest tweets we've ever received from somebody. Bear with me. I'll bring it up in a second.
Let me know in the chat if you like to have a little something sweet after every meal. I used to not be like that. Are you like that?
I think it's something. I spoke to my wife's nutritionist, so this came up.
Oh, so he's not allowed. He's not allowed.
This came up a while ago, and it's something as you age, your taste buds become something like I don't know, like they're not as sensitive or something like that. So as you get older, you start to desire sweet things after savory meals and stuff like that. So something along those lines. I'm kind of butchering it, but that's basically it.
You got this on the screen. You know that, right?
The
browser.
I do not have it on screen because that's the program. They're only just seeing us. I'm looking at the studio. So this is like I can switch to it after I'm done.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me find it. Okay. Here it is.
Just before you pulled up your bank records or something.
Here it is. Oh, I have to fix that the chat on the screen or whatever. But yeah. Okay. So here it goes.
Why don't you tell me what it is? Because I can't see it.
All right. So this is a tweet from the U.S. attorney that seized cocaine shipments, right? So there's like pictures of this is in I guess from Colombia or something like that.
Yeah, FARC,
right? So they seized cocaine and they would put brand names on the cocaine itself. And one of them was like, this is Hollywood. And then one of them was called LA Galaxy.
Oh my God.
So this is, we're looking at it? Yeah, you can see
I heard it was better last year.
So this is everybody seeing it? I think I think they are, yeah. Let me get the chat out of the way. So this is LA Galaxy branded cocaine or whatever. It's just like, this is not where you want the logo to be for LA Galaxy. But
we should have done this before Will Goons came on there.
So this is like I don't want to show guns or whatever, but Hollywood and this whole thing. But the reason this is generally like, it's obviously a little a little bit funny.
How was this not Inter Miami?
Right? But then this is shout out to Fernando. Fernie is a red. And he tweeted to us, only way we end up on the top of the table. Am I right? That's hilarious. So shout out to Fernando. This is one of the funniest tweets I think we've ever received. This is straight up like good comedy.
That's real good comedy.
So shout out to you, Fernando. Only way we end up on top of the table. Hilarious. So, all right, let's get back to this.
I think if Tottenham beats Manchester United, the punishment for Ruben Amorim is that he has to manage Tottenham. Jenna said, I always get that snack box for my annual float trip.
What's a float trip?
That's my question, folks.
Okay.
Put in the chat what you think a float trip is.
It sounds like something you do on a lazy river.
It sounds like something you ingest, and then 30 minutes later, you are on that vacation. Oh, yeah. Is it a float down a river? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I did this thing once.
Float down the Mississippi. Go to Louisiana.
I did this thing once where I got in a little bit of trouble when I was a teenager, and the way I got out of it was I promised to join the Boy Scouts, right?
Okay.
So outside of the judge,
you can't cause any trouble there.
I think they were like, we'll set you straight. So the judge, someone Justin said LSD. Those are just 3 letters. YouTube. The judge's good friends was the head of the Boy Scouts in a town called Glen Ridge.
Okay.
Glen Ridge is where
that's New Jersey.
It's where Tom Cruise is from.
Yeah.
It's like it's mansions, it's gas lamps that have been on since the 1700s. The only time it's ever been shut down was during COVID. Okay, like even during World War I and World War II, those gas lamps were still on. Super quaint, super rich kids, the opposite of me. So Mr. Schulte, shouts to Mr. Schulte. I don't know if he's still alive. That's the guy who was the head of the Boy Scouts.
Point to heaven just in case.
But this dude said, yeah, give me this kid, and instead of making him do more community service or whatever, this will count, right? Now, whenever they had a camping trip, they would make me go, right? My mom would be like, you have to go on the camping trips. So one of them was called a hiking trip. I wore Tim's. I was so upset. Like, these guys had those backpacks that had like the plastic cutout to like roll up your bed.
Yeah, of course.
I had a JanSport and a Tommy Hilfiger backpack. I obviously didn't have any camping equipment, but one of the trips was a canoe trip down the Delaware River, and part of it's like whitewater, not like crazy whitewater,
right.
It's whitewater. And what these guys did was you get to this area that's like a big area where the water calms down. It almost feels like almost like a miniature lake. And like the mountains are around you. They tie their boats together so like they can all hang out, like 4 or 5 people. We have like Pringles and stuff. Is that like what a float trip is when you do like that thing that we did? Can you put the chat back up?
Oh yeah. Jenna said it's basically a lazy river float with weed, booze, and food.
Now, why add the river to that?
It's probably very chill on there. Like if it's nice weather,
it's Midwestern awesomeness. I was gonna ask where this happens.
Wow.
This feels like a Midwestern, a slightly more country thing.
Yeah, because Jenna's a St. Louis City fan.
Yeah, she's a St. Louis City fan.
Yeah.
Galaxy getting desperate for that W, needing cocaine, said Freddie. Like, yeah, maybe they could use your own product. Rawclaw? Is that Warsaw?
Is that? Yeah, I don't know.
You need to add image posts on YouTube chat like they do on TikToks. Shit would be hilarious. Oh, like people could put like
in the comments,
GIFs and all that.
Yeah. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Ozarks, yeah.
Ozarks, like the show?
What a great show.
With all them crazy ass people out there?
Ozarks was one of my favorite shows. Really good.
Is it still on?
No, it ended.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't see the ending, so don't.
But it's one of those shows that ended, and it's like I'm glad it ended there. Like it was. Sometimes like shows that good,
they jump the shark.
They jump the shark, and it gets harder to suspend disbelief. But that was like, it was so perfectly paced, and every crazy thing that happened was believable in the context
All right,
of the show.
don't give up too much.
No, it's
The first episode was bananas.
fantastic show. Right now, I'm watching the last season of Handmaid's Tale, and it's
Have no interest in watching that because we're living it.
I just look out the window.
Freddie Alarcon said, think of all the OF spam. Oh, yeah, that's right. 'Cause I'm assuming it's like Instagram where you put something up and someone's like, oh, you should see what I'm doing in my stories.
Oh, sure,
you
sure.
know? Gavincho said, I have like 10 Spurs memes that I could never post. Text me, bruh. Text me. You already know the game, dog.
Okay, you got an
Why
outlet.
have our number?
You have an outlet to share that.
Damn. Let us be your vehicle.
Oh, I forgot to mention this on the show.
They mention it right now.
Remember we were talking about the Everton fans that covered the flares, the smoke bombs.
Yeah.
And they made them blue, and while Liverpool were celebrating their title,
Classic.
and so they were setting off blue smoke bombs, and it was the whole thing. Everton had their final game at Goodison Park. They were celebrating that whole thing. Some Liverpool fans got Everton fans back, and in the celebrations of the final game at Goodison Park, the game was against Southampton. They were popping red flares.
But we said this. There will be a clapback.
Yeah. It was good banter. It worked out.
Steve said that's like saying, "Don't tell me how the Titanic ended." We all knew how the Titanic ended before it ever started.
All right.
Put it in the dead Discord server. I want to see them. I guess Gavincho had a Discord server back in the day. This is a beautiful stadium, man.
We got a Discord. Join the Patreon. Patreon.com/soccercooligans to get in the Discord. Jenna's in the Discord. She's great in there. Yeah, I want to applaud her as well because the community there is awesome. So I appreciate
taking
it.
time out of her float trip.
to be in the. Are you in the Discord while you're on the float trip? Because that'd be dope. All right.
These United fans don't.
Freddie, I like on about Titanic said the boat lives at the end. No spoilers, bro.
Comes back out of the water. Had to shake them humans off me, but I'm good now,
Yeah,
bro.
man. All right. Second half, you see Manchester United fans are about to, they're in disbelief.
My friend texted me. He said, my buddy just put a bet on 10-1 odds, both teams to lose the Europa League Final.
No, I mean, this game hasn't, brought the, quality that we sort of not even necessarily expected.
I don't think this is what we would have wanted, but we're here now.
We're here, and but no, man. Look, Manchester United fans look a little nervous. Any United fans in the chat? Let us know how you're feeling right now.
Said, somehow this will end 5-5 and go to penalties. I see that more likely than this finishing 1-0.
Did you see the ad? We just saw Casemiro on screen. Did you see the ad that he did with Angry Ginge?
No, I did not.
They did he's a he's a streamer out in England, right, a famous United fan, and but it was something with the. It says something about how like YouTubers and streamers are becoming the culture of football a little bit, like the celebs around the game.
Yeah,
sometimes you would go.
They are the modern day version of pundits.
And I would go further than that, but like, sometimes the camera would pan to like Victoria Beckham was at the game or whatever, but now it's like. Yo, Angry Ginge is here? Like, that's...
Also, I mean, Victoria Beckham, you got to be old to know who Victoria Beckham is.
I guess at this point, but a lot of people grew up with Spice Girls. Yeah. But...
Nico, shouts to my brother Nico in the chat, by the way.
Oh,
he said,
good.
Boring match, but fun to watch with you two. God bless y'all both. Hey.
Thank you. Yes, God is blessing us.
Hey, look at that. He got the looks and the personality. What did I get?
How is Garnacho not playing? That's a great question. It's just I can only think because the game they played on Saturday or Sunday. The short turnaround.
Who cares? This is a final. What are we talking about?
That's you would think even with Son not starting, but it clearly seems to be the right decision because it's working out.
But at some point you could bring Son in, and that's a super sub.
Get the ball away.
Yo, you're doing too much.
Mason. All right, we kick off. We're at 46:02, 03, 4, 6,
46:07, 46:08, 46:09,
so
10, 11, 12.
Let's
13,
sync up, ladies.
14.
We're trying to sync up.
Ooh, Tom Holland is a Spurs fan. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that. Yeah,
I did not.
Kind of believes Zendaya is okay with that, but are you a Zendaya fan?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of what exactly?
Zendaya.
You trying to trap me here?
No,
As a person?
As an actress.
I think she's a great actress.
Zendaya, it feels like one of those. Also, same thing with like Sydney Sweeney, where.
Like over-sexualized?
No, sure, but more like now I'm starting to feel like this is for the kid. This is for the kids. This is for like a different era. I'm like,
yeah.
I
think both of them I think every era would agree.
They are attractive. I'm saying, but I'm not like.
And for very different reasons.
I'm not like impressed by their like catalog or work, and I may not. Because I just feel like it's not for me.
Different now, yeah.
Maybe it's just not for me. I haven't seen anything with either actress where I was like, wow, they are very pretty, good for them. But I'm like, now I guess I'm at an age where I'm like, I just want the respect the art. You got to do the work and all this other stuff.
That's one of the worst headers I've ever seen. It was behind him though, but yeah, I think Jenna says she stands Zendaya. I feel like they're both. There's something about the way that Sweeney is talked about, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, I mean, she's hypersexualized.
But I'm like, bro, she's a human being. She's not a sex toy, dog. Like, she can hear you. She sees the pose. You know what I mean? She can see this.
Yeah, dude.
Whatever, bro. There's a lot of horny people on this planet.
She's good in Euphoria. I got to watch Euphoria.
I've never seen it.
It seems like a teen show, but maybe.
Aren't they both in Euphoria?
They are. Oh yeah, who's good in Euphoria? Is it Sydney Sweeney or Zendaya? Wow. Yo, Hoyland,
players are getting dropped.
But there's been like 4 of these challenges where they go up in the air and one player is just like gets crunched on the ground.
Luis Velasquez said, "What reason, Alexis? Don't get yourself in trouble now."
Mike Rim said, wow, Christian, it's all about looks over talent. I'm saying the opposite.
Yeah, dude. What Casanova? They're both great in Euphoria. Euphoria seems kind of heavy.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty serious show. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, Tottenham is doing more defending than I've seen them do in a while.
Yeah, they're having pretty. Oh, it was offside?
Is that what it is? Oh, we got beef.
Oh, we got beef.
Cote de Boeuf.
Christian
Harry Maguire.
Romero. I mean, it is
if
WWE.
If you were hugging me like that, I wouldn't be mad at you. I'll tell you that.
You can't just grab onto an Argentinian man like that without him making a scene. Right? What do you think?
A lot of boludo.
What? Christian Romero. He goes by Cuti Romero.
Cuti Romero.
Whenever I meet other other Christian or learn of other Christians that have nicknames, because I didn't grow up with a nickname outside of just Chris, and so Cuti Romero and then Chicho Arango.
Yep.
So I guess in Colombia, a nickname for Christian is Chicho.
Chicho.
Which does that work for me? Would you? Yo, chat, would you be
like
comfortable calling me Chicho?
If I said that around my mother, I think her first instinct would be to slap me in the mouth and then be like, oh, he said Chicho.
Because it doesn't, I don't feel like it's a great nickname.
I had
Guti? How about Guti?
I had so many nicknames. The easiest one is Alex. Not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I was called Al for a while. I feel like I'm an Al. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I had Lex. I had Lex Boogie, Lex Diamonds. I
Yeah.
had Rolexes was a big one.
Yeah, we talked about this, but is this something where like you would be in school and people would call you Lex Diamonds? Because this sounds like a stripper name.
It wouldn't be like Lex Diamonds. Can I borrow a pen? You know what I mean?
Right.
It would be Lex. But if I walked into the lunchroom, tables would be like, "Yo, Lex Diamond," you know what I mean? Like that's like a hype up nickname. More.
Right.
Or like if I did something fun or funny, they'd be like Lex Boogie, you know.
Gotcha. Wow, Richardson's wide open.
We had stuff like that, but
Michael Raymond said, "I would call you Chichi," which is also fun.
Chichi Romero, Chichi Polanco. It sounds like you got a fluffy shirt in Maracas.
Steve said, people call me Steve-O because of Steve-O. Kind of cool.
Okay, not bad.
I mean, Steve-O.
Freddie Alarcon says, I was Flaco in a different era.
Oh, bro.
Okay, but Flaco also sounds like you've merged both your names. Flarcon.
We got to give the chat nicknames.
Yeah,
Let's
man,
go.
we're gonna
Because
start.
Freddie's going to be Flarcon.
Yusuf Rukar said, yo, LMAO, Lex Diamonds charges $300 a song. Yo, Lex Diamonds was the most fun. Rolexes was if I ever dressed nice or if I wore something fresh to school, new kicks, something. That's when it was a Rolexes. And my friends were like, yo, heavy on the whole thing. Like every syllable pronounced heavy.
Kevincho says Chicho's too close to bicho, which is a bug. Which is not
in the Caribbean.
Not in the Caribbean. We do not. Bicho is a male. A male.
It ain't no bug.
A part on a gentleman.
Uh-huh.
So that is not. That's what when I heard somebody say bicho to refer to a bug, I'm like, hey, there's kids around. Take it easy.
Why would you call the bug that? What did it do?
Tone it down.
Juan Vargas said El Choco Papi.
El Choco Papi is my merengue name, bro.
Choco Papi is a great nickname because it's fun to say and it's the perfect amount of syllables.
The newest reggaetonero.
Choco Papi.
Dembow legend,
but
Choco
it's
Papi.
El Choco Papi. You can't just be Choco Papi. You have to be El Choco Papi.
Okay, we know there's a difference between the other Choco Papis.
Justin said, my nickname in school was Duck Butter, so it could be worse. I need... Duck butter? What happened there?
That's an interesting one.
Duck butter, bro.
What's the call? Oh, I was offside.
Yeah, Freddie Alarcon said, Bicho got you in school suspension in Kissimmee. There's too many Puerto Ricans, bro. If in your house, if there was a bug, what would you say?
I mean, it was usually roaches, so cucaracha.
Yeah. But if it wasn't a cucaracha, what if there was a random flying bug or something?
We never had like a random word for a bug. We would always say una hormiga.
Hormiga is yeah.
Like
that's ant.
Yeah, we would say what it was. I can't think of a generic term.
Because my mom and my aunt would say bicho, but they knew I would giggle every time they said it.
Oh, that's right. Kevin also mentioned concha in Mexico is like a cake. Una concha.
Yeah, also it's like sweetbreads.
Yeah. And in Argentina, that is not what it is.
No. But I just want to say, if I wanted to say like, oh, I tried a piece of cake at your house, your mom's cake.
Yeah.
You say la concha tu madre.
And that's a very nice thing to be saying.
And they'd be like, yes, the cake of hers. What about it? Argentinians go a little too far because they do they do the cabbage to it. They go la reconcha.
Right.
If you missed it, the Spanish word for cabbage is repollo.
Repollo.
That's like chicken again.
Man, this is we need some subs, bro. This ain't it. I feel bad for Good Vibes John and the whole watch party crew.
Bro. They must be playing poker. Boring as hell, bro.
This ain't it, man. This is like the fact that they can't. But what is that? Look, like you see, they cross. They're trying to do a switch. Ahmad just falls on the ground. That you can't call that.
I mean, why?
Yeah. That's good refereeing.
That's smart
Richarlison
refereeing.
just dived.
Well, Richarlison's by himself, surrounded by 4 opposing players.
Richarlison should get a yellow for that, for stopping the play. I don't know if he got a yellow. Just ridiculous.
Justin said, we looked up Urban Dictionary and it was word of the day. My friend said, that's, I said, no, it's not. By the end of the week, teachers were calling me duck butter. Deebs for short. You get Deebs. I guess DB?
Deebs.
What is duck butter supposed to be? Well, it was word of the day for what? Yo, wait. Did you see the sneakers that Ange Postecoglou is wearing right now?
I didn't see. I was looking at you. Talk.
They're like elastic Vans that you get at the same store you'd buy a suit in.
Okay.
Are you kind of picturing it?
Yeah. It's like a very generic shoe type of thing. Yeah.
You could tell they overpaid for it.
Kirkland brand.
Yeah, damn.
Kirkland brand kicks.
Have you heard Kirkland brand signature beer?
No, I have not seen this.
Kirkland signature beer is supposed to be really, really good. I kind of want to try it. Let's get a 6-pack for the fridge. Oh, come on. Yo, Richarlison trying to get kicked out of his game.
He's getting that. There's a yellow. Yeah, there we go.
Demicho said Steve Madden's. Damn, bro.
Richarlison looks like he's like, sub me out.
Yeah, dog.
He was told he's only playing 60 minutes.
Yeah, get me out of this mid-ass game, bro. Duck butter is gooch sweat. That coagulates.
Thank you for putting that just in my brain right now. Gross as hell. All right.
Freddie has said, I have had that beer. Surprise, surprise. None of us are surprised. What are your thoughts, Freddie? Let us know the Kirkland signature beer.
All right, we're at 57-38, everybody. 39.
40.
Bruno's taking
41.
a free kick. Oh! The spill
that
from Vicario.
1-1.
Could have had another gross goal on the other end.
This is only gross goals only, bro.
We got to see this replay because Yoro looks really mad at himself. Missed. Didn't get on the end of it.
How do you miss it? It's a final.
I mean.
Would he have been offside?
Oh, he did get it.
He did get it.
Yeah. And Vicario just got it.
Just didn't touch it enough.
Okay, they got to stop these ridiculous switches. They're not working. Are Tottenham playing with 5 at the back?
I think they always do 3 and then 5 when they super defend.
Because they're trying these big switches, and it is not working. There's always somebody there. But this is the Mason Mount, Bruno. They need to help more in the middle. They're attacking way too much. There's no build-up. There's no control. Oh, Mason.
Here we go. Oh, my God.
The
this
ball
is
in.
horrific. This feels like a preseason game more than it does a final. More people are voting for Spurs. The thing keeps going up. Maybe Ant says, Daddy Alexis, how annoying will Spurs fans be if they win this mid-off? We talked about it before.
Yeah.
I'm happy for a few of the Spurs fans, but they're going to be really annoying about it. So is it worth me wanting them to lose and be a bad person? Am I a bad person if I want Tottenham to lose?
Well, look, I was watching the clips of Expressions and KG, and they were celebrating PSG beating Arsenal. And they were making songs and mocking. Yeah. So it's like, it's all good, man. Just hating on them is perfectly valid. I think the rules are sort of out the window.
I feel like they've accepted it. What are you doing?
This campus. Okay.
Yeah, we need subs, man. This is terrible.
How
is Højlund on a Premier League club?
But it's like, where'd he come from? He went from
Atalanta.
Atalanta. He was doing great.
But he only scored 9 goals there.
But there's something. It's like when players look at this child who's He's so disappointed.
He about to be an Arsenal fan.
But they all seem.
I need brain rot. Send cutting on the game screen.
Have you seen the trend of Italian brain rot?
No.
Ballerina cappuccina. Have you
I've heard of this. I saw somebody posted a compilation.
Yeah, ballerina cappuccina and trololo tralala, something like that. And
it's just pineapple on pizza.
This is. I'm not even mad at because I want United to win. It's just one of these things of how are they just not even
God.
completing passes and where are the fundamentals?
Yo, I think they should cancel this match, dude. Both teams stink. Who else was in the Europa that y'all couldn't get into this game?
And so I need a Cavincio type shit green screen background of his own stream highlight. We should put Cavincio just highlights on the TV right behind us. My goodness. Okay.
No!
Take a shot. You're left-footed. Just
what
put it
is
on
going
frame.
on?
Oh, man. Tottenham are going to score.
Yo, nobody wants to win this game.
Pass the ball. Tapping. No! What is this?
And then you got bodied off the ball. You gave up.
Brennan. Oh, no. Was Solanke?
That's
No.
the guy. This literally the guy you brought in.
That's
to score
no
that goal.
excuse.
Was he offside?
No. He just took a bad touch. Look at the
But
touch.
why did he stop running?
Oh, this is embarrassing.
This game stinks.
Can we kick both of them out of the Premier League, bro?
How do you give up on the counter? Just walk away and be like, man, I didn't get it on that first touch. Now I don't need to be a part of it at all. Oh, this is worse than Ange Postecoglou's sneakers.
Ant said, bro, they choked on that counter. What is this match? Oh man, this is so stinky, which is such a great insult.
Bro, and I know it won't matter, but if y'all win like this, bro. Nico said, bro, got 50 pace in FIFA. Dude, I'm hitting the turbo button. Nothing's happening.
What's the plan here, guys? What's the plan? But they're playing like they are.
What happened to your voice?
Like it's in the 95th minute.
You're talking like this. What happened?
They're playing like it's in the 95th minute, and they're like trying to equalize, and all tactics are out the door.
Justin said if Spurs win, they had a better season than Arsenal. See what I'm saying? You see, it's already starting. That's why I can't root for y'all. This is why I have to want Carter to lose. Oh, did he get injured?
I thought he injured whoever. That was Euro.
He overextended himself.
And Euro already has a bad ankle.
Yeah, dog. Also,
Richarlison, defender of the year, bro.
Damn, man, he's the only one doing something. What the hell is going on? Did this dry? Do I have a stain there?
Yes, on the top there, right?
That's still wet.
Or is that lint?
That's lint.
Looks fine. Nobody's looking there anyway.
Bruh. Somebody wave a white flag.
Brian Hensley said, as a Liverpool supporter, this is hilarious. What was that?
Yo, I want to hear more about float trips.
Where's that live stream? Float trip?
Yeah. Yo, live stream your next float trip.
That'd be sick.
You just sit on a is it like an inflatable boat? Is it a canoe? You by yourself?
Cramping? Who's coming?
Show Andrew's shoes, bro. Damn.
And that dude is.
He's like, you want anything, love?
My man is
In
like
her
he's
ear,
speaking
bro.
to her brain directly.
I'm talking to your noggin. Speaking directly into your skull.
I'll make sure you hear me.
Yeah. It's the vibrations. They're going in your ear, huh?
Is that meme of the dude screaming screaming at the girl in the club?
Subbing Jalen Brunson.
That's all we need. Let's go Knicks in the chat.
They
bro.
put Jalen Brunson Way on West 11th.
Really?
Yeah.
Like temporarily?
Probably.
Okay.
It's probably temporarily. Damn, he been trying to get out this match for a minute. They don't even know what to say in this moment. They're just saying, "Come on, Spurs." They've never been here before.
Yeah, this is the right. This is why Richarlison was given his all. He knew he wasn't playing this full game.
Yeah.
But Son is gonna have to defend like Richarlison just was.
Maybe Ann said Richarlison was signaling for them to get his plate of espaguette ready. Damn, yo. Homie's eating the feijoada.
Nah, it's a good shit.
Shouts to Ange Postecoglou on his weight loss, bro. You think he's hitting the Zempi, bro?
Steve said Knicks ain't winning against OKC or the Wolves. I don't think so, bro. I don't know what kind. That's a wild statement. The Knicks have been,
bro. OKC is low key very good, but I think we could keep Anthony Edwards busy, bro.
I mean,
I'm not saying it'll be easy.
They embarrassed Minnesota yesterday, but don't sleep on the Knicks, bro. That's it. We gotta get by the Pacers first.
Oh, this is like an old school rivalry too, dude.
Oh.
Ay, Dios mío.
Damn, this game has so many fouls. How many fouls have been committed in this game?
Yo, this game sucks.
We got that stat. Fouls committed, 19 from Tottenham versus Manchester United 6.
Is that what you have going on over there?
Look at that foul mob.
You're looking at them stats. Kimmy just said, "Hi, Brian." Okay, talking to each other in the chat. Brian Hensley is in the chat.
Well, all right. What time are we at right now? Just 67, 31, 32, 33 for everybody. Oh! Oh!
Oh, what a goal line clearance.
What? Oh! Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
This is remarkable.
Okay, this game just turned up a notch. Oh, damn, he straight pulled him down by the shirt.
Wow, Manchester United. What a couple tremendous saves. Goal line clearance. Poor spit. Yeah, that was on him completely, on Vicario.
This did save. That's first of all hilarious. Second of all, it saved us from having to say Rasmus Højlund is good.
But and that's Solanke who, missed didn't even get a proper touch on a great chance on the counter, and then bumped into his goalkeeper. Luckily, didn't give up a goal right there.
Yo, this hat is trash.
What is that?
That was terrible.
What are those called? It's like a beret.
It's like a beret,
but a Manchester United themed beret.
It was like too big. It looked like a crushed.
It was like too stiff. It's supposed to bend a little bit.
Give me some.
Why you starching your berets, dog?
No, what you got in there? Cardboard? Gavicho said, "My dad messaged me from San Antonio, right? Is that SA? South America.
Oh, okay.
Go Knicks after months of ghosting. That's the power of the Knickerbockers."
Bringing families together.
If my dad texted me, "Go Knicks," I'd be like, where have you been, dog?
Oof.
Justice said, "Let's just start talking about the Gold Cup. We can turn this off." People also giving us props for the interview with Will Kuntz.
Oh, thank you.
The GM of LA Galaxy. They said, want to know what's the next big interview. We're trying to line them up, baby.
Yeah, but shout out. Yeah,
we got some surprises coming.
A lot of good feedback on that, and that was a lot of fun. And so thank you. Yeah. We got a lot of people were genuinely like super kind and yeah, shout out to what am I forgetting? Is it Joe from Total Soccer Show?
Yeah, Joe Cleary loved it.
Cleary? Lowry.
Joe Cleary.
Cleary's a comic, no?
He's a comic.
Yeah, Lowry. He said that was one of the best pieces of MLS content in 2025 so far. So means a lot, man. Thank you so much, Joe. Especially when people who cover the game and journalists or announcers and stuff like that send us messages like that. It means a lot because I know the bar is very, very high for them. But
Michael Raymond said, y'all need to get Don Garber. That would be wild.
We've been trying for the last 7 years, bro.
There would be 3 or 4 people in suits on the floor behind us holding the plug to the mics. Just pull that. Here comes Garnacho.
There it is. We should have probably started this game. Let's see, because I would say Mason Mount is probably a more stable presence on the pitch versus Garnacho. Garnacho takes way more chances.
But Garnacho has that little bit of magic in him.
Yeah, so let's see what he can. It seems like that's what this game needs. It doesn't need much stability. It needs a little bit of chaos.
Come on. Daniel said Diallo learned how to clap this morning. Was he doing it bad? Was he doing it wrong?
Mike Williams at MLS gives you the question to ask.
So Don,
what's it like being so cool?
Yeah. How hard is it knowing you're a sex symbol? Yusef said the trick to Garber's running up on him.
There it is.
Oh my God!
Wow, I mean, how many chances do you need? What a ball! Great delivery.
Bro, I've had 2 cups of coffee. I need a 3rd cup of coffee.
It's difficult. It's too high to get with your boot. It's coming out in crazy pace. But yeah, he had to do it like that. He had to do a glancing header, not a direct one.
Nico says, you guys think Messi stays in Miami? I think Messi stays in Miami at least through the World Cup.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Yeah, right now did you see Michele? Did you see his interview with Michele? I don't know if you saw the whole thing.
I did not.
The end of it, he asked him all the questions like, how are you talking to the team about everything going on and blah blah blah. And Messi answered all the questions. He complained about the referees, but at the end, Michele, shout out to Michele, who just did the show last week, and he was like, he's right. The last question, he's like, hey, Messi, what about the contract? You going to sign it? Yeah. And he's like, and he just walks away. So, but Messi laughed at the fact that he asked it because, generally that's one of those questions that if he's speaking to an Argentinian reporter after a game or whatever, those are the questions in Spain or whatever, in Europe, he would get those questions. And MLS, we treat him a little bit more.
Don't piss him off.
Yeah. But so I give props to Michele for being like, hey, let me do my job.
Yeah, I don't care if he doesn't say anything.
Yeah. It's like I at least I asked the question.
Hey, Siri Brown in the chat. We got some names from the past. Hey,
welcome back. Yeah, so many folks that we haven't communicated with in a while. Shout out to Siri Brown.
He just said, get Messi, Riven, trending in the chat. Yeah, all right.
I love how...
oh, my God. Because of Brown.
Oh, yeah. the Siri went off on the phone. Garnacho. Oh, what a
great
stop
shot,
from
though.
Gario. See, but look at the difference having Garnacho.
That's probably the best shot of the whole game.
Sure. I always think it's funny because Shada Kevincho does. He's been doing a lot more River watch-alongs and stuff like that, and I'm always pop up on TikTok. And Sebastian Giroussi is now at River.
Yes.
But I always just think it's hilarious because his team in MLS, Sporting Kansas City, never signs Argentinian players, but then they go to other MLS teams and then go back to Argentina and they go back to River. It's so comical. I don't know what Sporting Kansas City has against Argentinian players.
Probably the language they speak.
Oh, what a ball!
Did you hear what
Oh!
All right, here we go. Corner. Garnacho seems to have been the missing piece.
What a difference! Yeah, I feel a goal coming for Manchester United. Nutmeg right here. Oof.
Oh, it's gotta hurt. Be a referee, everybody. Oh.
Who's that? Man, this is tense.
I mean, oh my God. Was that Bruno? Great tackle.
That was a tackle. Oh, that was clean.
Incredible tackle.
Wow. Who was that? Dorgu?
Dorgu, yeah.
Oh,
on the line.
Goal kick. No.
That's kind of crazy.
Oh, maybe he didn't touch him.
That guy kind of looks like Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes put together.
Oh, yeah. Great tackle. Incredible. See, this is what I'm talking about. We were talking about Son.
Yeah, him and Son.
It's just like these young. Oh, but it's not a penalty, but it was
not
a foul.
Penalty. That was a foul.
They didn't call the foul.
Well,
they didn't call the foul, but because it was outside the box, VAR can't get involved. So that's, bad from the ref. But it wasn't a penalty. But yeah, I was saying, Heung-min Son, that is what I'm talking about. He just can't he can't like out.
He ain't got that fifth gear no more.
Yeah, he can't outrun. He's not more physical than this. And some of these, these guys are young. They're like 21, 22 years old. He can't. He's not the same player he used to be.
Maybe Ant is wild in the chat right now. He said, "You think Pedro Porro finna fly out João Felix's girl if he wins this?" Damn. He may fly out João Felix to watch, bro.
João Felix is also another player that is just like, what the hell happened to him?
Yeah, man.
Just
we were at MetLife when he was bodying Real Madrid.
When he was at Atletico.
Atletico, yeah.
And it's just at Chelsea. I don't know if Chelsea ruined him. AC Milan, he's not doing anything.
Bro, they was talking about him the way they talk about Lamine Yamal, bro. This Strauss logo, it's like a peacock or some shit.
I don't get what they're doing, bro. It's so frustrating. Yusuf Ricard to Heung-min Son to MLS. I would love that. That'd be a dope move. And also when we think of players, with like high profile, like all of South Korea tuning in, they're getting Apple TV subscriptions like that.
Oh yeah.
If you're running a club and you want to get a high profile name and sell some tickets and still has something to offer, that's the right move.
If this is the game-winning goal.
Yeah. There's so much on the line in this game. There's so much like
crazy.
It's like the winner is like immediately getting like 40, 50 million
at minimum like $70 million, right?
It's like you would think they would try to bring their A game.
Or just bring a game. You don't even have to bring your A game. Cause when do y'all bring a game, bro? The chat's going crazy. They're thinking Heung-min Son to Minnesota. Remember, in South Korea, there is a dedicated Heung-min Son camp. I don't know if it's still popular.
Yeah. And Tottenham, they're doing what they need to do. They're defending well. They're defending.
He will play in the next World Cup, so it's actually not a bad move to get him this year if he can.
This is not like the last year of his contract. He's still
no. But if you buy him, if it transfers for him, whether it's MLS or someone else in Europe, smart year to get him, knowing he's going to be in the World Cup next. And
also if he wins this trophy, it'll be a great way to go out. He'll do what Harry Kane could never do. Am I right, folks?
Apparently, Gamicho said, "I'm telling Casemiro's contract if he wins, this will get him paid, bro. Do some dark arts or something." Is Brennan Johnson not allowed a fresh cut until they win? He's like that guy who's like, day 154 waiting until Manchester United win 5 matches in a row.
The United Strand. I feel like we should reach out to that guy. It might be fun to talk to him on the show.
Oh,
his hair is and
it keeps getting bigger.
And it's like it's not an afro, and it's not like, and it doesn't go down. It doesn't fall.
It doesn't understand gravity.
It just goes out and up.
It keeps building up.
He has like the most fascinating hair texture. Oh.
That was putting it in a dangerous area, at least. Just send it in. Just send it in. Right from there.
What is it?
It's not a bad run by Euro so far.
Whoa.
It's the Europa. Bruh, I already got the newspaper headlines if he scores.
No.
Oh, with the
nothing.
fanciness, just send it into a dangerous area.
Damn, this is crazy.
It's a good touch. This has been all United. If they can't manage to score in these next 10 minutes, oh, this is brutal. I didn't know Strauss was a shoe.
Maybe you'll...
That weird logo.
Oh,
here it is.
Pass to the Sun. He's not going to get there. Because he's Sun. Because
Damn.
he's
We're like him and Grandpa, bro.
It's a shame, but it's stuff like that where it's just like, he's just not the same. I got to send a message to Helene because she's getting out of work at 5, and she's asking if we're going to take the train together. Well, we'll see. I got to...
Tell her to come here.
Yeah, I'll tell her. Hold on. Hey, so the game is currently is 1-0, and if we're waiting to see if Manchester United tie it, and so it might go a little bit longer. So I won't know until like the next maybe 15 minutes. So I'll let you know.
Just come to the studio.
Alexis, just come to the studio if you want. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Steve says Maguire equalizes in the 94th minute. This 100% is going to go into extra time.
This is so disappointing. Not I guess the result for like either team. It's just, again, what are these crosses or these switches? You can't even get it to the player. So why you keep doing it? They've lost the ball like 6 times like this.
All right.
Keep it on the ground.
Just take it yourself, bro.
Keep it on the ground. Pass it to Bruno. Let Bruno do something spectacular. But these crosses, Luke Shaw and Euro doing this. This is pointless.
This game sucks, bro. This is one of those games that would turn off and just be like, nah, I'll just talk about something else.
What's this?
Oh my God.
This is getting...
Get up!
This is getting bad, bro. They can't keep losing the ball like this. That's not a foul.
No, that's not a foul.
Maybe
Nah,
to Bruno as well. In general, I've seen this ref before at a lot of big matches. I like his composure. He's like a decent ref. That's not. I don't know if that's a yellow.
Foul.
I mean, it's a foul. It's a foul, but I don't think it's a yellow.
That was shoulder to shoulder, and he got the ball. He kicked the ball, and it was shoulder to shoulder.
I don't think he got the ball.
Yes, he did. Maybe I wasn't looking there, but Nico says, "Man, you fall off needs to be studied." I mean, I don't think we have the budget. Kimmy just says, imagine this, but like every weekend, SKC Aura. This is tough.
Oh, that's it. I like this hot take from Daniel Nazario. He said, Bruno could have been De Bruyne if he went to City instead of United. What do you think about that?
I can see that.
Not.
What ruined Bruno's life was the moment. Oof.
Oh,
the moment Cristiano Ronaldo decided to come back.
Oh, sure. Have you seen the interviews of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I think he was on that podcast with Gary Neville and and Roy Keane and Ian Wright about getting Cristiano Ronaldo back. He basically said, like, if you have the chance to get Ronaldo, you have to take it. Like, he couldn't not do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, in hindsight, obviously, it was,
Maybe I would have a different answer after having watched that.
But
Andrew Johnson in the chat.
that's good. Disappointing.
Yeah, I know they can add time. Can they remove time?
like that ref from AFCON.
Yeah.
Blew the whistle at like 80.
I'm having a heat stroke and it's cold as hell in here.
Like 82 minutes. Wrap it up, folks. Yeah, outside. Oh boy. Whew, so close. Full extension, bro.
Damn. Homie did his stretches. This feels like one of those games that's going to get turned up at the last second. Equalizer, it's going to go to extra time. 3 goals are going to get scored in extra time. Yo, this game is here we go.
Okay, Xerxes, what can you do? What
something.
can you do? What
Check
can you
both
do?
sides. Do something. Oh, here it comes. You knew he was going to go for that,
yeah.
that screamer, bro. Do something.
My goodness, this is like,
God.
I'm like, it's not even nervous. Is not the word. It's just like one of these things of like, it feels a little bit like somebody who can't figure out a very simple puzzle. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You'll get it right at some point. You hope.
This has the level of anxiety that I feel is like waiting at the doctors to hear back from a test. It's just like nothing good's gonna come from this.
There's no good news. I'm gonna have to take some pill that I don't want to take.
Something gonna happen from this that I'm not gonna be happy about, bro.
Kevin just said we need multimillionaires investing into AFCON. The games are all classics. Yeah, I mean the last AFCON tournament had some unbelievable goals,
straight
just
bangers,
just
of games.
wild scenes all the time. What happened here with Maguire?
Bro, nothing.
I mean, again,
This
we
is-
told you don't even even look at the Argentinians.
Nah.
you gotta be
You
careful.
done got lasers in your eyes, bro.
What was that? He didn't even do anything.
This was everything about this.
He
sucks.
literally maybe caressed the small of his back.
He touched my love handle, and thus I need to cry. This dude don't seem excited about coming into this game, bro.
Cubby Mania. All right, mustache. That's an interesting choice of
Right?
mustache.
That ain't gonna fix the face, bro.
the ginger Fu Manchu.
Yeah,
Right? You don't see that often.
The Fu Man Ginger.
Wow. Okay.
Soccer needs more showboating. AFCON does it right. Yeah, man, we need someone to test a keeper, bro.
If this game ends 1-0 with that being the goal, I also feel I feel bad for Manchester United fans. I mean, like
To lose this
the
way.
season has been so bad, and then to lose, and then the opportunity to be so close to
A trophy.
a trophy, not only a trophy, but a Champions League spot, and then obviously the money that it brings, then the opportunity that the financial issues that the club has, and then the opportunity to still have players signed there. Now, if they lose next season, nobody's want to go play there.
Sorry, Daniel just said, even though I bleed Lily White, this game is a colonoscopy. Yo, that's spot on, bro. Oh yeah, I said it right as Kevin put it on.
So ridiculous. Yeah, if Manchester United lose, it puts the club in a really bad spot, possibly for the next like 2-3 years.
Yeah, this is
Because you think they're not gonna get to back Champions League form next season.
nah, no chance, bro. How many more people can Sir Jim Ratcliffe fire?
Because I mean, look,
How many
Amram
minutes?
has had enough
How many
time.
minutes?
I didn't see how many. Chat. How many minutes did they have in stoppage time? It has to be at least like 5 or 6.
7.
7. Okay.
All right. We got a little bit more football to go, if you want to call it that. I feel like even British people would call this game soccer. This one in particular. Oh. Coach getting sent.
What happened? Oh, we got a red for who?
Amarim?
Oh, no, yellow. Is it yellow?
Yeah, Ruben Amarim.
Oh, for, what's his name?
What's his name?
Lindelof. What's Lindelof doing? What's he mad at? Oh, okay. We read his lips. He might want that man to do his job.
Soccer-wise, in the chat, huh?
Soccer-wise, what's good?
Alexis calling Sir Jim Ratcliffe his pseudo-identity, Sergio Ratcliffe. You know what? I am Sergio Ratcliffe, and soccer-wise, you're fired. Get up out of here.
Why is the entire team?
Michael Raymond said, "Man United is going to charge players to play." We got to get this money up, bro.
Just a registration fee.
It's a processing fee. Stop asking me what we processing.
Okay. These kits are not free, all right?
Hey, no slide tackles, no stains, all right? On 3, everybody get out there.
We got rid of all the washers and dryers.
Bruh, everybody take it home and beat it against the rock.
Wow.
Yo, Maguire at least trying. I don't know what look at this. Oof.
What is Maguire mad about?
This would be absolutely incredible for Tottenham. But for Tottenham to...
Oh, we got a crying child.
For Manchester United to equalize now would be the most Spursy thing to happen. Though,
right,
no?
right. You know what's funny? It's just like we're talking about AFCON. The AFCON the production crew, the camera people, they go to the like attractive women in the crowd.
Yeah.
In English football,
crying babies.
Crying child.
Angry Ginge. Crying child. Those are the 2 things you say.
That's what we go to.
This dance.
They don't even know what to do with their arms. They've never been in
this position. The players aren't going to know how to lift a trophy.
Look, I mean, I think most neutrals would say like this. We want a goal for Manchester United just for the sake of
just give us something.
Give us something. We're trying to have a good time here. Oof.
This is ridiculously embarrassing. If this is the way Manchester United loses a European final. Can you sing Champions of Europe? Because I'm picturing, hey, Crimson Pizza.
Oh,
in the chat.
The OGs are coming through.
This reminds me of the MILF days. Major International League Football. Everyone knows MILF.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Okay. Smart side switch. Can you do something with it?
Diallo hasn't done anything all game.
Is that it?
There it is. Oh, no Manchester United player could get on the end of that.
Onana, just take it up yourself, bro.
Dribble through. Get
it, bro. At this point. Oh. Maybe Ann said, somebody asked Tommy Scoops if those Galaxy Wrap Coke breaks can be converted to GAM.
Oh, terrible.
Yo, where did Galaxy get all this money all of a sudden, bro?
Oh, boy.
That's it right there.
Oh, come on, Leonard.
Oh.
What are we doing?
That wasn't even Leonardo, bro. He wins trophies in his second year. That's what he does.
It's ridiculous that it's coming true. How is this possible?
It's what he does.
With this kind of season.
He wins trophies in his second year. He done told you months ago. Bro, he tried to tell you. He said it, and yo, we all shit on him. And my man was right. He wins trophies, bruh. Ask Brisbane Roar, bruh. Celtic, bro.
The Brisbane Roar would have scored 8 goals in this game, bro.
Barcelona, they were fire them years, bro. May the record show that when they signed Ange Postecoglou, I said, bro, this is the guy. This is him.
I will give credit. Alexis has always said that.
I said, bro, this is him, bro. I still thought Tottenham, without Tottenham, this could be it.
Wait.
He gave him away. He waved it off.
He waved it. Oh, wait. Was there a foul there? I didn't see. I just saw him go down to the ground.
They're saying he threw himself down there.
Oh, come on. Make the easy pass if you need to. What is that?
Shoot from there, bro. What the hell? All right, this is it. 1 minute.
All right, 1 minute left.
1 minute.
6:07
are champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Yo. Get the ref out the way, bro. That's a great ball.
Oh, what a save, Macario!
Half a minute. Half a minute.
Can they do it? This is comical. Come on.
He always wins trophies in his second year.
Another cross. Oh, Garnacho. Oh, no. Xerxes? Corner.
All right, here it is.
All
this
right.
gotta be it.
This has to be the last corner of the game.
This is the final. Send the keeper, bro.
Without a doubt. Where's Onana?
Send the keeper. Amara might pull up.
It's a good header. Good header. I mean, it's very central, but.
They did send Onana.
Onana, bicycle kick coming.
Yo, imagine. Damn, be a referee in the way, dog.
Oh, man.
What a capitulation, dog.
This has to be the final play.
This is it.
Oh, my God.
This is it.
A bicycle into the side netting.
Did Tottenham win a trophy? I wonder if that Twitter account still exists.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it does. Oh, so close, but 2 bicycles. Oh, Garnacho's going for it.
Casemiro.
I mean, you can't blame him.
This is it.
This is it. This has to be it.
Just stand up. Yeah, stand up, dog. Even if you got a cramp, stand up. Let him blow the whistle.
That has to be the final whistle. Oh my God.
Oh, ugly crying, bro.
There it is. Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, Tottenham, man.
Wow.
Harry Kane left for no reason, dog.
Look, Harry Kane won his first trophy. Tottenham finally.
Ruben Amorim, bro, in his second season.
Damn. 16th place versus 17th place in the Premier League.
Yo.
Had one of the grossest games of soccer.
One spot above relegation, and they're going to Champions League.
Wow.
Wow.
Own goal MVP.
Congratulations, Carter. I don't know if you're watching, bro.
Producer Carter. I know he's ecstatic right now. Finally, the banter can take a break.
Wow. They won a European Cup before we did. Arsenal. I know it's going to be said many, many times.
I mean, but this isn't a trump card when it comes to banter. It is Europa League. Let's not be.
It is a trophy, though. This takes away 99.9% of the jokes Arsenal have.
Right.
And we still are going to say, what do you think of shit, Tottenham? I mean, that's still going to happen.
All right. Let's see if Carter FaceTime? Maybe
Is he crying? Is he at Finnegan's? What's the place called? Flannery's?
Let's see if he answers. Oh my God. Hey!
What you doing, bro?
Jeez Louise. I lost decades off of my life.
Yo.
Hey.
Second year, he always wins trophies.
Oh, congrats, bro. Finally.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Say hello to everybody on the stream.
Hello, stream. Come on, you Spurs, baby. You did it.
They did it finally. Congrats, bro. Look,
How?
Carter got tears in his eyes,
Look
man.
at this. They're carving the words Tottenham Hotspur.
They're carving it into the
a
trophy. It's not a bit.
It ain't the Audi Cup. This ain't the Emirates Cup or something funky like that.
Okay. Congrats, bro.
I'll see you.
I do. Bye. Hilarious. Incredible. Crimson Pizza. What did Crimson Pizza just say?
He just said, how many lines is Carter going to do now? That would be hilarious. He comes in here.
So now we're going to talk about this on the podcast tomorrow, but we can get a little preview in. As far as what does this do for Ange Postecoglou? Do you not trust this manager for the future?
I got to say, man,
I wouldn't be surprised if they still sack him.
Can you continue with this manager in the league the way he plays?
Right.
Knowing everyone has figured it out. I don't know. But this...
Neither manager looks good in this.
But they did it.
But they won. Yeah.
It's terrible. It was an own goal. But he won a trophy.
Yeah.
He did something that not many, Tottenham managers have ever done.
And a pretty, a major trophy. I mean, it's not Champions League, but this is not an easy trophy to win by any means. And I just think now the leash that Ruben Amorim has had of, because he took over for Ten Hag and it wasn't going well, and he's so much more personable and and much more charming.
And they paid money to get him. Remember, they break him out of his contract.
But this is to me a winnable game for his team, and this isn't Ten Hag's team that lost. This is Amorim's team, and the fact that they couldn't even score a goal or really have any threatening chances.
They had no chance.
Very few. Bro. I mean, obviously, besides the sort of chaotic ones, but this. Yeah, this is a bad look overall.
This game was ass. I don't care what anybody says. I will say, though, if you're a Tottenham fan, you don't care how you won. You know what I mean? Like, you don't care.
Sure. No. Why would you?
Trophy,
Yeah, you've suffered. How long have you suffered?
How long is that man been? That man's 30 years old. I want you to know that. That's just how stressful it is being a Tottenham fan.
My goodness. Nah, man. It's like, for as long as we've been doing this podcast, the banter for this team has been just through the roof.
We need to talk about this on tomorrow's episode.
Yeah.
But Harry Kane messed up leaving Tottenham.
I don't know. I mean, he won the Bundesliga. That's not bad.
Europa is more important. Europa for Tottenham is more important, is a bigger trophy than a Bundesliga is for Bayern.
But guaranteed Champions League every year.
I don't know,
is
man.
Probably better than that. So,
bro, this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean they're having the same conversations we're having on the broadcast.
The phrase "lads, it's Tottenham" just completely changed context. Bro, Manchester United in the mud. Good thing we called John when we did, because that is not good vibes in that room right now. I suppose.
So it's just you understand if they lose the game and it's like they lose 3-2, you're like, all right, they put in a good fight. But to lose like this is, I mean, it just says so much about what the state of the club, and it doesn't mean that Tottenham are necessarily in a great position just because they won, but it really highlights a loss like this and that kind of goal just really says like there's a rot at Manchester United that is, I think. It's almost like when you paint over mold, You know?
It'll come back. Yeah.
You think like, oh, the house looks
Can
real
you tell
nice.
we've had New York landlords, bro?
You paint over it. You're like, hey, this place is totally fine, but something's up, and that's kind of what Manchester United are, man.
This has to be, and this is gonna sound disrespectful to Tottenham. So if there are any Tottenham fans watching, consider how the world views you just before this final whistle blow. You have to be embarrassed if you're a Manchester United fan.
Without a
that
doubt.
you're the one who let this happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look at
Oh my
Son.
God.
Son is in tears. I mean, I love the South Korean flags.
The South Korean fans.
But for Son,
love it.
this you could see how much it means, man.
Does he get a statue? He deserves a statue.
Yeah, I mean, I would be fine with it. Did you see Kevin De Bruyne he didn't get a statue, but he got a decorative, like those mosaic pieces, like they're all
Stained glass?
It's not stained glass. It sort of looks like that, but it's
mosaic, like a tile mosaic.
Yeah. It's the tile, and so they put that outside of the Etihad.
They didn't give him a statue. They gave everybody a statue out there.
No, who got the statue? Is it Sergio Aguero?
Sergio Aguero.
Has that,
There's like
has that
four.
interesting.
They look like Swiss cheese.
Right.
Yeah.
Little 3D
There's
printed
like 4
statue.
or 5 statues out there.
Oh, I don't know. I've not noticed. But
Only stadium actually in Manchester. Did you know that?
Manchester United, Old Trafford is not in Manchester.
Old Trafford is the name of the neighborhood of the town.
Yeah. So
It's not in Manchester. It's in Old Trafford.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that crazy?
I did not.
Old Trafford would be like saying Yonkers.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Or like Levittown.
All right. But what was I saying about Yementon? Yeah.
Anthony might win conference and United take it L's. Yo, this is crazy.
This is
Manchester United.
This is I mean,
Daniel Nazario says, sorry, I just blacked out what happened. You're a champ, kid. You picked the wrong team and you're a champ.
Crimson beats Arena.
Bro, he wins championships in his second year. He wins titles, bro.
It's a wow. Like,
yo, what a pull.
There've been some.
That's like when you know when like the fat guy scores at halftime to win the car?
Right.
That's exactly what that was, bro. None of us believed in you, bro.
I mean, both of these teams have had pretty miserable seasons. And because
Soccer I said, wow, Old Trafford is the Levittown. It is true. It's kind of true though if you ever go.
But for what was I just saying? I forgot. I lost track. I'll remember later. But
rename the stadium after Son.
this is. I was saying, like, yeah, both teams have had miserable seasons, embarrassing losses throughout the season. I would say Postecoglou has definitely been under, like, the sword is the sword is above both of sort of their heads, right, but it's much closer to Andrew's head. And he's
also Andrew's had it for much longer. Amram just got here.
Yeah. So it's just something where.
Should he have stayed at Sporting Club de Portugal?
You know, when
Lisbon this time of year.
Watching we were watching the pregame, and he was talking to Schmeichel, and I think when he was saying like, this is my dream, I've always dreamed, and it's like, right, like there's something you can't let your dreams cloud your rationality. Know what you were walking into. It's a like I said, like that leash, that grace that he's been given. Right now, it is over. I mean, now
you're literally done.
The hot seat from game one even in the preseason tour, the summer series, people are gonna be like, "Yo, Amram, we need to have good preseason games, otherwise, you may not make it for 6 games into the Premier League season."
Bro, facts. How about this? My brother Nico Guerreros is in the chat. He said, yo, I'm going to go spend some time with family now. It was cool spending my birthday with the Cooligans. Love you, Alexis and Christian.
It's
Keep
your
grinding.
birthday?
I didn't even know that. Okay. Happy birthday,
Happy
Nico.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Nico. Everybody throw an HBD Nico in the chat, please.
At least Alexis is real tuned in with his family.
Look, when my father left my family, he went and started that family. I love Nico. I love Fabian. Shouts to Maria. I love her too. Bro, somebody, please throw happy birthday, Nico, in that chat. Let him know he's loved.
Brennan Johnson. I didn't know he was Welsh.
That's new for me, bro.
Yeah, we're listening to that.
He said, I don't care who scored. I don't care if the kit man scored it.
And the people can't hear what we're hearing, but
we're listening to
Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson kind of looks like he was drawn by the drawers of The Simpsons. You don't get that?
A little bit. I don't get the. We're seeing his bare chest, and
he kind of looks like Mr. Burns with hair.
But I look at him and I'm like, is this what Mateo's gonna look like when he grows up? You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I can see that. Your kid's gorgeous though, man. You did good. I'm gonna say this had nothing to do with you.
Wow.
What is it officially? Is it officially an own goal?
Yeah, well, I didn't even look at it on FOMO. It has to be. Because it came off last of Luke Shaw.
Nah, it's on FOMO. It says Johnson.
How? It wasn't a shot on target.
That's what it says. Brennan Johnson assisted by Pape Sarr.
How?
That was assisted by at least. If you're gonna give it to him, at least let it get assisted by Luke Shaw.
I guess was it going? It went backwards. No,
he backheeled it. The wrong way.
Right, wrong way. Yeah, I don't see how.
That was not on target.
Not that he cares, but like it doesn't. I mean, it's wild that they would credit that to him. Okay, what is this little girl doing? She's gonna be handing out medals, I think. But she looks terrified to be there.
Zedramer said, I haven't watched many matches recently. What a first match to come back to. Yeah, man, you came here on a sleeper, bro. It's about 7 minutes of like good action, bro. Thank you for everyone writing. Happy birthday, Nico, in the chat.
Yeah, shout
Let
out.
Nico know he's loved. Happy birthday, my guy Nico. In fact, let me just text him now. Totally remembered.
Isn't this better than texting? I feel like it is. I don't know.
I totally remembered. I was just playing for the chat.
It's all just a bit.
Yeah,
you know?
man. You know how I love them bids, bro.
We're watching the trophy presentation. We'll watch until Tottenham actually lift that trophy. Look at Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Why is Sir Jim Ratcliffe on the podium? Also, there's no podium. There's no like actual like stand. Do they normally lift the trophy right on the ground, or don't they?
They usually. Well,
Is-
I mean,
is
there's
Champions
a
League-
stage area here.
But the players are not going to stand on.
Yeah, they're gonna stand on that black.
okay, but
triangle.
what's the thing in front of it?
Just like a little carpet area.
No. The it looks like it's standing up like a little half diamond or whatever. My goodness. So again, congratulations. And they did this without James Madison, which is so remarkable.
Crazy.
But no, man. This this club has suffered for ages. Haven't won a thing. The butt of jokes in North London. And now they are
Is that a family separated?
they're champions of do you say champion? They're not champions of Europe. They are
say champions of Europa. You'll never sing that. Look at all the BIA referees, bro.
Let's go. Put it in the chat if you watched or listened to our episode that we did with two referees, with Alyssa Nichols and Natalie Simon, two pro referees here in U.S. soccer. But yeah, they were awesome, and hopefully we'll get more referees on the show. It's actually it's a thing we don't get to hear from referees that often, and then for them to be on like comedy podcast is pretty wild, and but we had a great time with them. So hopefully we'll get more of those. Be a referee, get a medal. That's right,
bro. I mean,
it's a lot of
some of
referees.
those United players should have been referees.
It's a whole lot of referees for one game.
Steve says get Tori Penso on. She's cool. We're trying, man.
We're trying. Yeah. All right, I have to go a potty break real quick. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, do it. I got this. All right, now we really turn up. Oh shit, wifey FaceTiming me. Let me remind her. Oh, okay, we're live on Yahoo. Yeah, on YouTube.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi, YouTube. I'm not physically on it.
No. You're looking at me. You're not looking over there. Look at everyone. Which one? Did you know it was Nico's birthday today? Yeah, of course we knew that.
Nico, your brother?
100%.
Oh, I mean, I knew that.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, because you told me this morning.
I remember when I told you this morning. That's a good point.
You were like, when the podcast is over and I'm done filming today, I have to call Nico before I go to my spot. But you don't call him first because I want to be the first one to call him because I'm his brother.
Well, he jumped in the chat and I still played it off until the end. I didn't even say happy birthday. I was I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, that was really smart of you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. I love how you called as soon as Christian went to the bathroom. Like, I feel like you have to take his spot.
Yeah, well, sure. Let's talk about soccer. I mean football. I mean soccer.
Yo, you know, what do we think of Tottenham?
Fuck 'em.
No, it's shit. Well, they just won. They won a trophy.
Well, good for them because you know what? Everybody needs a little positivity in their lives.
Okay, you see, she just doesn't get the vibes, dude. Meanwhile, Soccer Wise just said she knows the vibes. Everyone's saying, what up, D? Silhouettes rock. Silhouettes rock in the chat. All the OGs are coming back.
My favorite player is Victoria Beckham's husband.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's David Beckham. He hasn't played in a very long time. Jenna Broom says hello. Everyone in the chat is saying hello to D. The whole family. It's like a really who's who of Alexis's family today. Tottenham won. That's the team that I always make fun of for never having won anything. And now they just won.
Did they win against Arsenal?
They didn't win against Arsenal.
So then it's still a happy day in our home.
There it is. Still a happy day in our home. Right as you went to the bathroom, D calls in.
Hello, D.
The whole podcast, you still have a job because of me, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, Yahoo would have pulled out if they would have known. Chris went to the bathroom?
Can I just say, when the boys started this podcast, there was one goal, which we still have not accomplished.
What was that goal?
That Donna gets to quit her job.
That's right.
we have not gotten to that level of success.
And that is what Alexis is working towards.
Yo, everybody say hello. Somebody says you're right. This is equal to a participation trophy. It's messed up. Yo, Tottenham won a trophy. I'm going to let him have it, bro. If you are a Tottenham fan, friend of mine, you get banter for a couple weeks. I'm not going to respond.
Okay.
I'm going to write it all down. You boys not going to forget. Yeah, you know me. I put it in a file.
Yeah, you definitely don't need therapy because you're not petty at all. You don't have your hit list great.
Okay.
You're very well. You're so well adjusted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing great.
I can excuse all of my negative traits by simply saying I'm from the hood and that's how we do it.
Listen, you know the universe has to balance itself out. The Knicks, we're doing well.
Right?
You know,
Come on.
You can't have
Nixon, how many games, D?
Knicks in 6.
Let's go.
Right?
Yeah. Look, you don't know nothing about those. Yo, Timo Werner won Europa League. This is crazy.
I forgot he was on this team.
I forgot he was a human being.
Wow.
Yo, Timo Werner.
See, there's no podium thing.
That is the podium.
I mean, it's like 2 inches
What do
thick.
you want? Size queen, Christian Polanco.
There's gonna be a stage.
Damn.
They're not even Europa League is not proud of this Europa League's trophy.
I like soccer clothing.
Yeah, she's wearing Weekend League. That was the thing EAFC sent us.
I didn't get that, and I wanted that.
Oh, no? Well, it didn't fit me, so I gave it to her. It would have been too big for you anyway. She wears it around the house. All right, baby girl, we got to get back to the stream.
You remember when they would send to the house and I'd be like, oh, that was nice. They sent me a video. And you're like, that's Christian.
Yeah. Sometimes they would send stuff to my apartment, and Donna's like, "Oh, for me." I go, "That's Christians because they wear the same size."
Wow.
All
Young
right. Love you, baby girl.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Tottenham, finally.
Oh my God, they did it.
Can't even. What are my eyes seeing?
No confetti.
No confetti.
No confetti. The confetti don't even believe it.
Oh, there it is in the back.
is.
Tottenham lifting a
right, I love
trophy. Never in my days
Fine.
did I think. Soccer-wise said Knicks in 5, not
Knicks
6.
in 5, bro.
Let's
I'll
go.
take it.
All right. Who's on the Soccer-wise account? Is it Boger? Is it Goss?
That sounds like Goss.
That
if you're
sounds
talking
like
Knicks.
Goss, yeah.
Champions of Europa. You'll never sing that.
What a mess. What a
San Mames, bro.
what a gross.
Right?
They just stumbled into this trophy just in the most.
This is like finding out one of your parents just ejaculated.
What an analogy.
Oh, God. This is disgusting.
Luis Maradiaga said, unreal scenes, literally.
Soccer-wise said, I'm here for all my Jewish camp friends who are fake Tottenham friends.
Let's go.
So you guess friends just put what? All right, we forgot there's a delay. Yo.
The confetti delay. Wow. Basuma. Look, there's a couple players you gotta be happy for.
I just think of all my Tottenham supporting friends, but then I also think of all my Tottenham supporting ops. And I don't want them to be happy on a day like today.
The Europa League itself, that's gonna be a meme. The Europa League itself is definitely, exciting. If you want to win every tournament and every opportunity
But this
for a
is why
trophy.
you have these other things so people can celebrate something.
Exactly. But the Tottenham in Champions League, whether it was Tottenham, whether it was Manchester United in Champions League, that's really the prize here, and it is gonna be remarkable. I hope they are more competitive in Champions League than they were in Premier League this season, but it's quite the reward. It's quite the reward for the season that they've had.
Look at my guy by himself.
Damn,
Even the stewards like, yo, let him have his moment, bro.
You can stay here as long as you need, bro.
Imagine traveling all the way to Bilbao to lose to Tottenham, bro.
I'm happy for Richarlison. Whenever I see former Everton players get some success, it's always cool. And Richarlison is one of those guys that even in his last game at Goodison Park, he went and clapped off the fans and stuff like that.
We gotta rephrase that. Because if you go and clap the fans, it's gonna be busy. You're busy, man.
But it was the Everton fans still appreciate him a lot. They don't they're not mad that he left, and they understand it. So
see, look, Ant already started. He says 0 European Trophy Cup Arsenal fans going to be fighting for their lives, trying to explain why second place in the Prem is bigger than a European Cup. I told you it was gonna happen. I knew the banter before it came.
This is what the sport is about. Everybody trying to get the edge on the other. But
Probably not. Ian said, "Is that too much of a stretch? Can we call Tottenham Bilbao Baggins?" Probably not Ian, bro. All the OGs are coming back.
yeah, dog. We've missed you. We appreciate you, everybody hanging out. All right.
What the hell is this commercial? Bro, Timo Werner in the Champions League, dog. Bro, you find out about some real diseases that you didn't know existed in some of these commercials.
Is everybody else getting the bug commercial, the
Yeah, these
germ
are-
commercial?
These are mites in your eyelids. Bro, what you been doing with your day?
This is like when we learned about duck butter earlier.
Duck butter, I think is who I blame for how today has turned out. Old DBs or Deebs.
My goodness. All right.
What did Polanco say about clapping players? Hey, yo, I'm telling you. He went up into the stands and clapped the fans, dude. One by one, yo, line them all up.
Probably not. Ian said, "Miss you guys. Besos. Besos to you.
we love you guys.
Muchísimos besos." Remember a few things that came from us being alive. The Besitos 11. Do you remember that?
Of course.
That was a fun storyline for Cooligans. Besitos 11, if you're new, is the best, basically the best
most gorgeous
11
dudes,
of
bro.
attractive men,
Yeah.
attractive footballers. Like who would be your best 11 of just attractive footballers at every position? And I ain't talking about Kama Sutra. I'm talking about
You know
on the
what I'm
pitch.
We want to clap the players, bro.
You know, there were a bunch of great shouts out there. James Rodriguez was a big one.
James took up a lot of
James,
space.
Olivier Giroud, obviously.
Giroud gotta be. Giroud, also another person that is. We found this out from Kale Parker. Kale Parker, shouts to Kale Parker.
Let's go, Parker. Fan
Speaking of
of
one
the
of
show,
the
yeah,
OGs, she said that there's a term she invented, or she alerted us to this existence. Dude hot. It's dudes that are only hot to other dudes.
Yeah.
Sebastian Ledjet is an example.
Mm-hmm.
We thought this dude is
This
just
is
hot.
an objectively
This is
hot guy.
dude.
Yeah.
And she said, nah, that's just dude hot. Only dudes
That
find
only
this dude
dude-
hot. Only straight dudes think women will also be attracted to this guy.
Right.
Silhouettes Rock said, for the longest time, I thought y'all were just mispronouncing Basica.
Hilarious.
Guillaume Balaguer. I like how even though he's wearing a vest, you see the funky shirt popping through the sleeve.
Always, yeah. Him and the Bundesliga guy. What? I keep forgetting his name.
He got jackets though.
He
He
got
got like the jackets, the little zip ups.
zipped up. Yeah. Wacky jackets.
Yo, I love his jacket game crazy. I met him at Champions League final, and I was like, yo, jacket game crazy. And he was like, thank you. I don't think I don't know if it translated. I did this yesterday. I was sitting outside eating with two comedians. We sat outside, taking the day. It was a beautiful day yesterday. And there was two women sitting at the table next to us. It was one of those where it was just like the row attached to the building. So it was just not that many seats outside, but there was a table for four. We took it up. Next was a table two younger women, and they were complaining about dating or whatever on the apps. And I looked down, and one of them has the Fenty Adidas, which are like the Adidas Sambas, but with the soccer tongue.
Right.
big tongue
That
that says
flip over,
Fenty.
yeah.
So as I'm getting up, I look down, I go, yo, your sneakers are fire. And she goes, excuse me? I said, yo, your sneakers are fire. She goes, oh my God, yours too. Oh my God. And I just walked away. And I was like, this is the best part about just being a married dude, just giving a girl a compliment. She was like, wait a minute. What just happened? Was that man flirting with me? Why is he leaving? And I'm out.
Right. Just I
was just here talking about sneakers.
Little drive-by compliment.
Hey, girl. Nice sneakers. I'm glad I was able to tune in and live stream, but unfortunately, let's get back to work. Bye, Miss Brown. I don't want to say your first name because my phone goes crazy. Y'all, my favorite potty, bro. Thank you, Aunt, baby.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. Yeah, I know we haven't been live too much, but we're going to do that a little bit more this
Wait,
summer.
he said he got to go feed his chickens, actual chickens.
Okay.
Aunt, bro, where you from, dog? En Campo.
You got to crank your generator for electricity?
Damn,
or what?
son. Does your car sound like...
My goodness. I love that you work at CBS. I love how it's so like it's as unprofessional as you sort of think as far as like getting interviews and stuff. It's just like you hear Jamie Carragher telling Guillaume Balaguer like, who can you get whoever you can.
Go walk over and grab somebody.
There is really there's not as much organization to this stuff that as people
decorum
think.
is out the window when it comes to American sports television.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about? It looks like it is an
own goal. Well, I don't even understand how it can not be an own goal.
And says, middle of nowhere, California, I drive a Corolla. Yeah, all right, that's what you call the horse. Come on, Bessie.
Did Brendan Johnson? He did get a touch on the ball.
No,
We're
he
looking
didn't.
at it now. Hold on. He did. He got
that touch.
his calf touched the ball.
Are they saying that? Yeah, that part. But look,
But it wasn't
are
going-
they saying he touches it right there?
Oh,
He might have.
My goodness, yeah. This is. Oh wow. Okay, they got Ange. Let's see what Ange says. Ange not smiling.
Oh, there's a bit of a smile.
Micah's losing his mind.
Wow, he didn't just steal my jokes. He also.
Okay, let's not bring up a whole
Oh,
thing.
sorry. Oops. Are we still live?
Let's see what Ange got to say.
Anita trying to be professional. You got 2 peanut gallery behind you. All right, Jen, enjoy the nap. Thank you, everybody who's been watching with us. We're going to watch this for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Helene should be here any second.
Man, both the wives jump in the stream.
Yeah,
This really
bro.
is like the old days. You want me to hide the fried foods?
When you think about it, he can't really be that excited. The season is.
I mean, if he gets fired, he's going to get a great job.
Yeah.
He just won a European final.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop this poll because people keep voting for Tottenham.
Well, thank you, everybody. Shout out to everybody who tuned in and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Hit the like, hit subscribe if you haven't yet. How many?
By the way, Adam Hall. Remember Adam Hall?
Yeah.
He just texted me, #better season than Arsenal. It's already started.
Everybody,
It's
every
already-
Tottenham fan, all of a sudden,
Now y'all yipping. This man, the last time this man texted me was June 26, 2023. That's how long it's been. Nearly a
it's
2-year wait.
this been in the drafts.
Yo,
I gotta send this
Get
right.
this in the chamber. Haven't popped off since. That's crazy.
So funny. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. We had a bunch of folks watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. Like I mentioned, tomorrow we have a brand new episode of the podcast. Subscribe here on YouTube or listen to the audio podcast if that's what you prefer. What else? And like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about it more next week. But for the Champions League final, we're going to be doing a live show right after the final whistle. So that's going to be a fun thing. We're working with Yahoo to make that look really, really dope. So just be on the lookout for that. Subscribe. Again, hit that notification bell on YouTube so that you don't miss it because it's going to be really fun after that game. All right. Anything else? Am I missing anything else? Oh, Helene.
Yeah, walk in if you're
is
here.
she
Helene.
outside? Helene.
Helene, walk in. Just text her.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Walk by the chat,
Come
everybody.
on, say hello to the
We
stream.
promise. His wife is here.
Come right, just say
Dee
hello.
was just on. She just called.
Yeah, just wave, just
All the
wave.
wives get in.
Yeah, my wife
Keep
is.
going. I'll tell you
No,
when you're in the
more.
shot.
There
There she is. Hey.
My wife is not as excited about being on camera.
Yeah, she hates Tottenham, bro.
But shout out to everybody again for watching with us. We appreciate it. So we'll be back tomorrow doing the podcast. So be on the lookout for that. And like I mentioned, Champions League Final live on YouTube.
Yes.
So join us for that.
If you are still here and you want to get us a gift for my brother's birthday, which I completely remembered, do me a favor. Go to any one of our videos that's an hour long. Hit the like button, hit play, hit the like button, and just let it play in the background.
Alexis is get every view at whatever it costs, whatever it takes, bro. It's a grind out here on YouTube.
Bro, we trying to win.
Like Dee just met. She said the purpose of Cooligans is
so that she doesn't have to work.
so she doesn't have to work.
And
so.
y'all are slipping, bro.
Y'all are slipping. She's mad at you, to
10
be honest.
years. It's been a decade. Y'all can't help me out.
Okay, I told Elaine to get a second job
Yeah.
so Dee could quit hers.
I hate to put this up. Y'all making it hot for me. You know what I mean? Y'all not doing enough for me.
All right, chat, everybody here. We appreciate y'all.
Freddie said I'm gonna head to the Apple store to do that. Put the Cooligans on every TV. Just let it on every computer. Let it play, bro.
All right,
Hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the like button on this video as well. Thank you so much for being a part of our live. Shouts to all the OGs who came out.
Yeah, it's always
Y'all
cool.
the best.
So, good to see you. Take care, everybody. Love you guys. Peace.
Love ya.